Hey, this is Ronnie Kwan, owner of Dynamite Records, and you're listening to official FN Radio. Always keep it locked on this station.
It's Tuesday night, 8 p.m. It is time for Indie 180.
How much time do we have?
180 minutes of rock and metal featuring the Monolithic Music Minute. Interviews with independent bands from all over the world.
My name is Martin Alini from the Flow, from Holland.
Hello America, this is Finnish cunts called Discipline X.
G'day, this is Matt Seberg and you're listening to the official FN Radio. So much better than other FN radio stations.
And Knobs News Corner, brought to you in part by Below Pig.
Don't let another blissful moment go to waste. Taste the magic of Blow Pig.
And Cold Cock Whiskey. Take your shot. Hosted by Joe Stagger, Brian Almeida from The Shape, and of course, me, Bob, on the motherfucking knob. The clock is ticking, and the show is about to begin.
It's Tuesday night, 8:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's colder than a witch's titty and a brass bra out there, folks. It's time for Indie 180. February the 17th, 2015. My name, of course, is Knob, CEO of Official Fucking New Radio. With me this week, my co-host, my friend, my bro, Mr. Joe Stagger. How you doing, brother?
What's up, Ming?
Rocking and rolling, bro. Of course, Brian could not be here this evening because he's off doing band duty on
Brian Almeida
on another radio station. And you know what? Good for him, man. Support and check it out. And if you're going to the show, catch OFNR. We'll be there broadcasting live at the Connecticut Meadow Goes Acoustic. We're gonna get to all the different shit that we got coming up in just a second.
I wish that we could really check that out because I always like when the people.
Well, dude, tune in, motherfucker.
When is it? This Saturday?
The 27th.
27th.
Or 28th, whichever. What is that? It's the 28th, I think. Hang on a second. Let me see. Now you got me questioning myself. I was gonna ask you how things are going and shit, but you got me asking. All right, so check this out. Here's our fucking calendar of scheduled events. Tonight, of course, we got the Maddening process. Drew, possibly other members. Next week, Tuesday, February 24th, Steve Lewis, a Big Hit Records from California. Record company, musician, gonna be pretty cool. Friday, February 27th, Joe, Connecticut Metal Goes Acoustic 2, presented by Fear the Masses, broadcast live on Official FN Radio and emceed by fucking the Metal Fortress. Yeah. So there. So dude.
It sounds really cool.
Friday night, 8 p.m., you know how OFNR brings it to you, Joe. You've listened to our live broadcast in the past. I mean, it's like you're right there.
Yeah.
So anyway, March 3rd, of course, we got I Have Anubis right here on Indie 180. March the 10th, Joshua Moore, Fear the Masses. So we'll have some of that Connecticut Goes Acoustic shit to play that night when he calls in. That'll be awesome. March the 14th, Shore Metal Madness Fest 3 in New Jersey. And Joe, I cannot wait. I'm bouncing up and down. I'm antsy. I'm stabby. I'm ready to fucking kill some things.
Yeah, me too.
Mostly beers.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've played, so we're hoping to have some new music, and, you know, we got the killer lineup. We turned over 6 bands this year.
It's gonna be awesome, dude.
So it's, you know,
Tuesday,
it's fresh, it's crazy.
Tuesday, March 17th, Adam Greer of Cold Cock Whiskey calling in. Gonna be a great fucking interview. That's St. Patty's Day, too, for anybody who doesn't remember. Then Tuesday, March 24th, Ethan Murphy of Scars of Envy. Friday, March 27th, Joe, if you're chilling, hanging out at home Friday night, tuned into OFNR, you'll hear Chasm Reunion. Or, hey, maybe you'll call in tonight and you'll go to the show for free.
Yes, giveaway.
So we got, of course, Chasm Reunion with Priapism, Lyra, fucking Curse the Sun. It's going to be a goddamn good show, dude. And it's the last one and only time you're going to ever see Chasm again.
It's the only show they're doing?
That's it. Only this and nothing more. Quoth,
question mark, though.
Quoth Chasm, nevermore. And then, of course, Saturday, March 28th, Shore Metal Madness Fest 3 again! Connecticut version. And I'll play both breakers this evening, of course. I am emceeing both nights. I will get to the New Jersey show as early as Continuum gets me there.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm going with them. And I cannot wait. Dude, it's going to be a fucking ball. It is going to be a party and a half. And I can't fucking wait, dude, because I get to hang out. I'm staying in Jersey. I'm not driving. It's going to be dope.
Yeah, man.
And I get to see you. And
that's like the icing on the cake.
I mean, all those bands, dude, is great. And being MC for the night is great. But, dude, being able to hang out with you and all the Stagger Boys, but you in particular, is going to make the night all that more spectacular.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, oh man, you just have no idea how excited I am.
And it's 2 nights of 2 different weeks. It's just insane. It's fucking insane, man.
It is insane. It's this whole event is just coming into its own, and it's, you know, the 3rd year we really just wanted to take it to that next level and start developing it into a brand that, you know, you have your Mayhems, you have this, you have that, but we wanted to say, this is an indie scene, this is an indie event that can be the same thing on an indie level and have all the features that you get, plus more.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And it's,
Well, dude, here, let's take a quick break here. I'm going to play the 2 breakers for both the Jersey and Connecticut Metal Fests. Check this out.
We begin today with breaking news.
Saturday, March 14th, 2015. The Brighton Bar, 121 Brighton Avenue, Long Branch, New Jersey. Shore Metal Madness Fest 3. With performances by Stagger, Scars of Continuum,
you, sir, can go fuck yourself.
Paralysis. In the Gates of Ivory. Saturday, March 14th, 2015. It's time to go mad.
Don't mind if I do.
Shore Metal Madness 3. Brighton Bar, 121 Brighton Avenue, Long Branch, New Jersey. But don't invite your liver. Are you tired of winter?
Lousy smarch weather.
Saturday, March 28th, 2015. Things are about to get toasty. For the first time ever, Stagger takes their annual festival on the road. Connecticut. Get ready.
Good advice.
For sure, Metal Madness Fest.
Featuring Cyperna,
Aces. Eye of Anubis.
Apostasy.
This is the end. This is where we draw the line. Blood in the sands of time. Lightspeed. Paralysis.
Somewhere within the world of the joys, notions of fate and rewards.
The sheep.
And of course, Stagger.
Shore Metal Madness Fest 3.
Connecticut. Cook's Cafe. March 28th, 3 p.m.
What he's typed will be a window into his madness.
It is official, it is FN, it is radio. How's it going, Joe? I mean, those two shows sure sound pretty awesome to me.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be madness.
Madness, just like the volume's going on over here. I don't know what's going on over here.
Yeah, that was weird. I thought we got, like, disconnected for a second.
It's weird. It got all quiet. I don't know.
It's too much to handle.
It won't go to 11, goddammit.
It never does.
Let me see if that helped. I don't know if that helped at all. Sure doesn't sound like it helped at all.
Doesn't sound bad on my side.
Maybe it's just in my headphones. All right, anyway, it's official fucking new radio. Yeah, you just heard the two little clips, dude. Shore Metal Madness. Gonna be a fucking awesome time. Both shows going to be pretty goddamn gnarly. And I'm honored and privileged to be part of both of them.
We are the ones who are honored, sir.
Anywho, tonight we got other shit to talk about, Joe. Last week we did not get to Billboard's 15 rules for making it, quote unquote.
No, we did not.
I got a article, if you build it, they will consume it.
Yeah.
How the industry can stop alienating its biggest customers, basically. Products that shouldn't exist, but do. And then some dude's entry is 7 surprising facts about cannibalism. So, Joe, you get this to decide, man. Which one do you want us to do first here? Do you want to do the 15 ways of making it, according to Billboard?
Yeah, I think I want to go with that.
All right.
Just because we didn't get to it last week, so this way we definitely get to it, and I'm interested to hear what these yucks have to say.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's, before we do that, last week we had Ivory +1. So this week,
yes.
Let's find out what our band name is going to be here. Hang on a second. I got pop-ups like crazy. And, Joe, I'm going to close my eyes here, and I want you to tell me to stop clicking. So anytime you're ready.
Stop.
Tonight we are shaved young adults.
Oh, if they only knew.
That's great.
No, that's kind of a... It's almost a boy band name.
Yeah, totally. Could be, right? I mean, Shaved Young Adults. This summer. Shaved Young. I think what we'll do is we'll do throughout February, we'll get a band name, right? And then we'll, at the end, in March, we'll have a poll. Which one was the best?
Yes, I think that's a great idea. And then we have to do like summer tour promos for it.
Yeah, totally. I like that idea. So tonight, we are Shaved Young Adults.
And I am shaved, sir.
I
am not young, though.
All right, so then, yeah, no.
Would you like a photo?
Would you? No, I'm good. All right, so let's talk about then the Billboard.com's 15 rules for quote-unquote making it. Of course, this comes from Billboard.com, so whatever they say, don't take it against me. I'm just the fucking messenger here. You know what I'm saying, Joe?
All right, I'll be kind-ish.
Kind-ish? Kind-ish?
Maybe not as kind.
Is that like Swedish?
It's more Turkish.
Turkish?
It's an ish.
Now you're making me hungry.
Oh, jeez. Good thing I'm drinking.
15 simple rules for making it in the music industry according to Billboard.com. Number 15, be grateful for loving music. Always remember that having a purpose in life is one of the greatest gifts that you could ever have. So love the fact that you're playing tunes. That's number 15. Joe, you agree?
Well, yes and no. I mean, we're playing the tunes because we love it. So that's implied. It's kind of stupid to...
Well, it's saying be grateful for loving music. Be grateful for being in that moment with your bros.
But that's why we're doing it.
Exactly. So you got number 15 covered.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 14, develop an exit strategy. Only execute it, of course, when you know you have no regrets. Got to have an exit strategy. Got to have an end. You know what I'm saying? One way or the other. Okay, number 13, wear a smile and always be nice.
I totally agree.
Number 12, believe in yourself for many years.
I agree, because if you don't believe in yourself, there's kind of no point.
Number 11, always stay positive and never fucking whine.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, self-explanatory.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Number 10, stay away from the haters. Remember that haters are vampires and will drain your spirit. Haters gonna hate, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And here at Shaved Young... What was it? Shaved Young Adults?
Yes, sir.
Here at Shaved Young Adults, we say, fuck the haters. Once you got haters, you know you're doing something right. Just remember.
Exactly.
Number 9, have a vision and clear strategy to get where you want to go. Plan that shit out a little bit. You know, make definitions for yourself. We've been talking about it for fucking almost a month and a half now. What is making it?
Yeah.
So you got to have a fucking plan to get there. Okay. Number 8, set yourself up for the long fucking haul. This is not an overnight process.
Duh.
Number 7, learn to bring in income on your instrument. Give lessons, play weddings, produce local artists, etc. So you don't have to kill yourself for too long at some random energy draining day job.
I don't see us as a wedding band.
Got to find ways to. If I wasn't already married, Joe, I would totally have Stagger play at my wedding. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think you'd be one of the few.
Yeah, well. Number 6, create the clique of the future. Remember that musicians you know now will likely be heavyweights later. And it'll be good to have some good friends. And this is true. This is networking 101, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Number 5, hang out with like-minded people. Support other bands. Form powerful alliances. God, we haven't been preaching this one for a while.
Yeah.
Not us.
No.
Only since 2006. I mean, that's not a while, right?
No, not at all, man. That's like fresh news.
Nah, live it, breathe it, eat it, sleep it, dream it.
Hump it.
Hump it. Dry hump it.
Dry hump it.
Number four, promote your music both online and offline. Never stop telling people that you exist. Promotion is an ongoing process, not a one-time task. Promote like a whore, man. Promote.
Again, duh.
Number 3, strive to make the audience want to emulate you, both on stage and off stage, with your genuine poise and personality. So in other words, do as Stagger do. Get really fucking drunk, and everyone wins.
And get them really fucking drunk.
Just remember to have a designated driver, because we expect you to do shit responsibly and not listen to everything we say or do, ever.
Yeah, don't try to emulate us. That it usually ends up really bad.
Number 2, give fans a reason to give a fuck. Help them identify something important about themselves in your brand. Hey, you like drinking? Stagger likes drinking. You like passing out and writing things on your friends? Stagger likes passing out and writing things on their friends. You like brewing? Stagger likes brewing. You like beer? Stagger likes beer. Whiskey, vodka, shots. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay, and number 1, the most important thing of all these fucking things, and this is according to Billboard.com, is, drumroll please, focus on your craft first. Put in your time and be great. Write amazing songs and be amazing on stage.
I'll give that one 50%.
I mean, you got to bring it. When you're going out there, you got to bring it.
I agree on that. There are far too many bands who do not write amazing songs and make it.
Indeed. So there you
Your
go.
song doesn't have to be amazing. It's got to be relatable.
There you go.
Which makes it amazing.
Yeah. Well, and it's got to be catchy, and it's got, you
can't confuse people with music. And some of the stuff out right now, especially in the metal scene, is a little confusing.
Well, look, there's way too many goddamn subgenres. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck, dude. There's way too many.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's like if you like this certain kind of core metal, then you're not cool. If you like math core divided by the square root of core, then maybe it might be all right if it's mixed with Swedish black death metal. Dude, on Wednesday nights, I got Keith here, and he plays some kick-ass shit. But I've been getting a fucking education. There's like, fucking pagan black metal and shit. Like, It really gets kind of crazy. Like, pagan black metal. So it's like, not just regular fucking black metal, it's pagan black metal. Crazy. It's just too many goddamn fucking genres, bro.
Mm-hmm. And the problem is you have a genre that splits into a subgenre which is still the same, like you just said. You have black metal, and you have pagan black metal, and now you also have like pure Christian black metal out there.
Right. And then it gets crazy, dude. And it's like, and then you got these elitists who like, oh man, I only listen to pagan black metal the first Monday after the first full moon because it's cool. Yeah. Everyone should check out Keith Pearson's fucking show From the Underground Below every Wednesday night live. He plays some really, really killer shit, man. I'm busting balls. But dude, I actually really enjoy some of that shit that he plays.
Yeah, man, it's always great to hear new music, you've never heard from before. But at the heart of it, it's fucking metal. And
that's just it. It's fucking metal. If it's metal, it's metal. Then it's good. Then fuck yeah. I mean, not all metal is good. Don't get me wrong.
No, but
not all bands are good. Not all bands are created equal.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird that, and I think these subgenres have been created because these bands want to stand out from everybody else.
Right.
And it's not that, hey, our music's just different and can stand out on its own. It's, hey, look, we created a new genre, therefore we stand out on our own because we're so different. You're really not, because now you've become a dime a dozen and there's no originality in it. And that's to me, that's one of the main problems out there right now, is that everybody's trying to emulate everybody else. So there's like, you know, 1,000,001 peripheries out there, and there's 1,000,001 animals as leaders, and, you know, everybody's trying to get to be that because they're popular, so they think by osmosis they become popular too. And it just doesn't work that way. That, you know, you want to be different, be unique. Write something that people haven't heard, you know, don't expect. Don't do these, you know, gent riffs and that everybody's doing, and everybody's running in place. It's like you have band practice and then you got to go to choreography practice. You know, and it irks me because they're losing sight of their music because they're trying so hard to emulate other bands. They're losing sight of what they started it doing as. You know what I'm getting at? It's just, you know, it's that's why the genre is so diluted.
Yeah, it's just well, look, man, it's harder now. It's so much harder, more difficult to become the cream of the crop. You have to you can't go out there with a door knock, man. You got to go out there with a sledgehammer and start knocking down walls and shit. And
like, but you're not going to do it emulating somebody else.
No. You got to make your own fucking thing.
If you're unique, you will get noticed. It's how it's always been, and it always will be. The reason that you're emulating those bands, because when they started, they were unique. And they were different. Now you have 50 other people doing it. Or 50,000 other people doing it. It's not unique anymore. It's a trend. And trends die out fast. And then you're left with going, all right, who can I emulate next? Because you've never formed your own identity.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, it's about brand awareness, man. It's about making a brand. You know what I mean? Like yeah. Stagger is a fucking brand. It's a brand of music. It's a brand of lifestyle. It's a brand of, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just a band. It's a fucking. No. It's a whole different thing.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
We're like damn near a cult at this point.
Yeah.
you know, and not just self-promote it, but it's the one thing we always preach to ourselves is be us. Never change who we are. We don't sit there and go, okay, we're going to write this kind of song. We just start spitting out riffs, and if they sound cool together, we put them together. Dude, we have so many riffs floating around that we're just like, all right, maybe this one works with this one. We're not trying to, we don't write as a typical probably band does. We just put it together the way we want to hear it. And then hopefully everybody likes it too. You know, and some of the stuff is like, we kind of took a song we really never used that we wrote a long time ago and kind of just revamped it a little bit. And it's kind of droney. And it's kind of very different because it's slower paced, it's thick, it's heavy. And it's different from all our songs are different. You know, we don't have like, you know, the one thing we never want to do is have an album, every song where it's the same. And you never know where one song ends and the other one begins. So it's like all our influences compile, and that's why all the songs are so, you know, you have a little punk, a little death, a little hardcore, a little thrash, because that's where we all come from, and that's our influence.
Oh, yeah, man.
I don't get it, man. Don't get it out there anymore. And it kind of saddens me to see, you know, this clique of just these kids, you know, and it's not even just kids, but it's a lot of it is that next generation down just all jumping on a bandwagon because they think it's going to get them noticed. And it's just not. They're in too much of a flooded scene.
Yeah, man.
So, my rant's over.
All right, moving on. How is the music industry alienating its biggest consumers? Well,
that's an hour-long conversation.
Who buys the most music? People that care about the most about music and artists, and the people that really enjoy that stuff. Makes sense, but the most passionate fans buy a lot more than casual listeners. According to research by Media Research, 61% of all music purchases, whether that be recorded music, live music, merchandise, or direct funding, comes from aficionados, people that really actually give a shit. Kind of like you and me, Joe.
Yeah.
So why isn't that group being focused on more? Good fucking question, no?
Absolutely. It's a great question.
Problem is, they're reducing their spend, trading down from multiple albums a month to $9.99 subscriptions. So we can get a lot more music for our buck, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You are, but you aren't. I mean, again, it's sometimes you get your subscription for $9.99 a month, and your variety is very locked in.
Right, and so here's their statement. It says, the worst part is fans won't actually want to buy more stuff, but they're not being given more reasons to buy stuff. These fans want more from their favorite artists. 45% think music is more than just a song, that it's the artist's story, and 18% would pay for an interactive artist app. New generation of music products are needed, but all around interactivity, multimedia, and artist subscriptions is what's the pinnacle. Basically, the people who love music, who want to buy lots of music, will come if you give them. It's got to be a music product, or you have to change. You have to change from thinking about albums in the way that you've been thinking about albums.
And you know what, though, dude? It's not just albums. You know, you spoke of the fan interaction. One of the biggest things I've noticed, and this is going back years now. I'm talking, 20, 25 years ago, when tour DVDs started coming out. And you got to see the band on another side of themselves, not just as a band on stage, but a band off stage. It's, hey, I hang out. Hey, I talk about that stuff. They're into the same video games I am. You need that next level, and that forms that band fan interaction on a natural level, because now they feel same level with you, and they should always feel same level.
They're sharing more than just music. Yeah, they're sharing they're sharing their quirks and things, and I mean, shit, you take someone like me. I'm a fan of Stagger, so every week I do a meme for you guys, you know what I mean? Because I'm a fucking fan of the band, and there are others that do similar fucking shit, and
it's funny because we had to do a promo, and it was kind of like a get to know Stagger, who we were. We were asked to do it, and when we started filming it and getting it ready, we're like, holy shit, we're sober. That's not us. So we held up for like an hour. We started pounding down because not that we're saying we're like raging alcoholics, but we drink. And if we're sitting there trying to be straightforward and not being the jokesters that we are and all that, you're not seeing who we really are. So we started drinking. We had a good time, because we got kind of tight for it. We're like, man, they want to know who we are. And we're like, all right, well, we got to, talk about this. We got to talk about that. And then we were like, fuck that. That's not who we are. We're a bunch of numbnuts out there having a good time. And that's who you need to see. And it went over really, really well. Just being us. And we got such an amazing response from it. We even saw this, we got hooked in with this video company that does, believe it or not, music videos. And they play it on what is it, Channel 4, that CBS, I think it is. They're like, we so badly want to use this, but you guys are dropping F-bombs and fingers and talking about Italian stallion dicks every 5 minutes. We can't. So the minute you have something like musically that's clean, can you send it to us? But they loved it. They wanted to air it so bad, but it never would have got aired because of all the shit. And if it wasn't edited, you'd see my nut out and everything. It went like that.
Nice.
But yeah, fans want to be interactive now. This is an interactive age.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we really need to create that. For one of the giveaways for the March Metal Madness is a night with Stagger, as kind of being like a roadie, hanging out with us from the time we load to the time we get back, and seeing how we prepare for a show and how we start, and get everything, and how we pregame at our studio and start tying one on, and all the little intricate things that fans and people who follow us never get to see. They only get to see us once we arrive. So it was kind of cool. Should be a really interesting time. Hopefully we don't kill anybody.
Right.
Because it's we kind of had brought some friends along a couple times, and they end up lost somewhere in a bathroom, or it's usually them trying to keep up, and
it never ends well. We started off the night saying that.
Yeah.
All right, so dude, real quick, for those of you who follow us on SoundCloud, I put up a 2008 prank call that Danny and Jeff did to an Alaskan insurance agency trying to insure their dog sled, and the guy stays on the phone for a good 24 minutes or so, while Danny tries to sell him the fact that his dogs can talk and that he wants to take them to rainbows, and it's a really pretty goddamn funny prank call, and you guys should check it out. I'll drop the link on the OFNR Indy 180 group page for anybody. I only put it up because it was snowing and just that year.
Need something to do.
And this was from 2008, so it's like, you know what? Everybody should check that out.
And
all right.
I just want to say thank you.
Oh, why? Why thank me? What did I do?
Because you just gave me a new photo.
Oh, the balloon head.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking awesome, dude?
No, it's really creepy. But it's gonna work with a couple of the photos I have for this week on Photoshop Wars 4 p.m. on Fridays. Be there. It's really disturbing, dude.
Some of the pictures, you gotta admit, dude. I mean, and I give you total props. Some of the pictures you come up with are fine. I mean, at this point, I think we have gotten duplicates, but I don't even give a shit.
No, because it's depending on, my face may look completely different on that same photo.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
Duplicates are fine, as long as we're not duplicating them.
Yeah, exactly.
But, dude, that balloon head is really disturbing, man. It's kind of freaking me out a little. You look like the dude from the Green Lantern at the end.
Yeah, right.
I can't wait to use this.
Somebody else said that I look like Mackie from Don't Do Drugs, okay?
Yeah, okay. It's disturbing, bro.
Joe, you definitely have to at some point jump on to the Indy 180 group page and listen to this prank call. I mean, not right this second, but it's about 25 minutes. Dude, it's the greatest thing ever. This dude, Danny, tries to get dog sled insurance, man, and it's fucking outstanding.
Yeah, when we're done with the show, I will be more than happy to jump on there.
Yeah, definitely.
And check it out.
Well, tonight we're gonna. I've got some special maddening process. Since the maddening process is gonna be on tonight, I've got a live broadcast from when OFNR did our fundraiser back in 2014, and I got a live broadcast of about 26 minutes of their entire set from Cherry Street Station. So
that is quite righteous, sir.
So there's that. So I'm gonna do that for sure. But yeah, dude, I posted the link on the Indy 180 thing, so everybody go check that out when you get an opportunity. We should take a quick music break, and then when we come back, we'll do products that shouldn't exist but do, And we may or may not get into 7 surprising facts about cannibalism. Maybe I'll hold that for the news.
I got a couple of good news ones. Hopefully you don't have the same ones I do.
And of course, Drew from the Maddening process. Possibly other members. And it's going to be a good fucking time. We're going to have a good conversation. I mean, you know, we've been talking to so many different bands and in different various stages of being in a band. And
yeah, that's what's been really cool is we've had newcomers, people that have been in for a minute, people that have been in for a long minute. It's cool to hear all the different stages of opinions on a similar topic.
For sure. All right, well, we're going to be right back, dude. I'm going to do a twofer. A twofer of fucking Fear Nothing.
Oh, love you.
Because, you know what? We were talking about, you know, positivity, right? So I got to do Move Positive. And then, like, you were talking about, you had said something about being in a band and being so fucking regular and being just so, like, same. And there's a song that they do from Move Positive from the album called They Are So Regular, and it's like the story of Fear Nothing. It's like their anthem song.
Awesome.
So I'm going to do those 2 tunes, and then we'll be right back. Maybe we'll get to some of the stuff. Maybe we won't. You'll keep it locked to Official FN Radio, Indie 180 with Joe Stagger, myself, Knob, Official fucking New Radio, OFNR forever. And we'll be right back.
Fear Nothing, baby.
Boom blazing.
Boom.
Everybody move positive. We no deal with people who move negative. Some of them a move like say them lose them. We have to ask what that them a deal with. We sing again. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side. Cause bad mind people a try broke your vibe. See them on the road and you have to walk wide. And watch your friend them say them right by your side. And push come to shove you find out say them lied. And me no fake it and I say bonafide. Wolf behind sheep clothing them hide. And them come in a many shape and size. See them and you know them as long as you wise. And see them one them no want see we rise. And ooh, jump on my side. Grabbing a pot and them no want we take a slice. But jump on my side. Everybody move positive. We no deal with people who move negative. Some of them a move like say them lose them with. We have to ask what that them a deal with. We sing again. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side. Fighting everywhere, don't serve no purpose. Just let me clear the air. Doing the wrong thing, make everyone afraid. When it should be doing the right thing and give Jah enough praise. Everybody move positive. We not deal with people who move negative. Some of them a move like say them lose them. We have to answer what that them a deal with. We sing again. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me have to tell them jump on my side. Everybody stay positive, you know? Positivity, no negativity. Everybody move positive. We don't deal with people who move negative. Some of them a move like say them lose them. We have to ask what that them a deal with. We sing again. Jump on my side, jump on my side. We have to tell them jump on my side. Jump on my side, jump on my side. We have to tell them jump on my side. See them one them no want see we rise, but ooh, jump on my side. Grabbing a pot and them no want we take a slice, but Lord, jump on my side. Everybody move positive. not deal with people who move negative. Some of them a move like say them lose them. We have to ask what that them a deal with. We sing again.
Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me up to tell them jump on my side. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me up to tell them jump on my side, yeah. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me up to tell them jump on my side. Jump on my side, jump on my side. Me up to tell them jump on my side.
This is Chris from Pertinent Band. You're listening to FN Radio. Boom Blaze. Check out the new track. Blaze.
But I would I tell them, say them wicked like we. Fear nothing, don't tell them we're the true story. If them know fear with stats, them can't talk to me. Ain't a record company can come try this way. If you're late, some of them guys walk through the gate. And when they walk through the gate, them no walk straight. Well, I fear nothing, man. Them I try under it. Make them know the people them can relate. Yeah. They are so regular. They are nothing spectacular. Nothing impressive at all, yeah. They are so regular. They are nothing spectacular. It all sounds the same. Nothing impressive at all, yeah.
I'm straight up not listening to nothing that they play, cause they come with that regular shit like every day. But yeah, they can't come around my way, cause that shit is like yeah. But I won't even open up my ear to that. I won't even come fucking near to that. I hope my kids ain't even aware of that. My style, you can't compare to that. Moving them like my name was Peter Tosh. 20,000 in front of me, now everybody march. Teaching them like the legend Robert Nesta. Giving them the knowledge coming from one of the best. Yeah, no me see that them wildin' out. Blood clot, yo, me see all them styling out. Yeah, the whole of them single fucking filing out. No me see them try but them squalling out.
They are so regular. They are nothing spectacular. Nothing impressive at all, yeah. They are so regular. They are nothing spectacular. It all sounds the same. Nothing impressive at all, yeah.
Every day I'm surprised by existence. Hell's persistent, tempting me in every instance. It's just the way the cookie crumbles in the game of life. The rookie stumbles, it's like a jungle. One man, I miss the Royal Rumble. With more intelligence than Mother Nature's elements. You numbing my brain, sounding so irrelevant. Go tell a friend. Hip-hop belongs to men again. You'll sound like pick up the pad and pen again. I burn your dumb ass like blunt ash. Cause what you're doing like a million niggas been done that. But I'm the first of my kind, a rare bloodline, passionate mind. Capricorn, ran my goat horn through your spine. Leave the track bun up, PM the sun up. Niggas hate while they wifey run up what we've done up. See this guitar? I wield it like an emperor's sword. I got the dead nodding their heads in the morgue.
They are nothing spectacular. Nothing impressive
independent on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Around the world. All independent music for your listening ears. Worldwide.
You know, you have my email address, so drop me a line and then I'll have yours. And we'll take it from there.
It is officialfnradio.com.
It is.
It is.
Sometimes.
No. Forever.
All the motherfucking time.
2 from Fear Nothing. They Are So Regular and Move Positive off the Move Positive album. If you haven't familiarized yourself with Fear Nothing, you ought to do so.
Like now.
It's not that I dislike their newer stuff. It's just those 2 songs happen to be totally apropos to what we were discussing.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're just great tunes.
Oh my god, dude. That's from the 2011 album, of course, Move Positive. Go check out Fear Nothing band today. Immediately. Do it. Do it.
Right now.
Seriously.
Well, after the show.
Yeah. Go check out the full detailed program.
They are a fucking kick-ass band.
They're all up there now. I'm caught up.
Cute.
Till tonight, and then, you know.
Yeah. No and then.
So we got about 10 minutes, and then the Maddening Process boys are going to be calling in. And we're going to see if we can't blow through products that shouldn't exist but do. Right quick. You know what I'm saying, Joe?
Like, such as the dildo hat.
The dildo hat. That's an actual product, folks. We didn't make that shit up. It actually exists.
Yeah, oddly it does.
But it shouldn't.
No, not really.
But it really fucking shouldn't. Alright, let's see here. Loading. Okay, there's the iPoddy. I don't know if you've seen this. I'm gonna share this to the group page, of course, so you guys can follow along at home. If you're on the Facebooks, go to Indie 180 presented by OFNR. And I got the products that do not need to exist but totally do. The iPoddy, dude, it's basically a fucking a toilet seat with like an iPad attached to the front of it. So like as they're taking a squat, dude, as your young ones taking a squat, they can play on the fucking on the iPad.
Yeah, it's
actually really bad for your health.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you start sitting on the toilet too long, getting into a tune, man, the hemorrhoids start dropping.
Yeah, man. Shit or get off the pot.
Exactly.
All right. There is the ride-on vacuum. So basically, you give your kid this vacuum cleaner to ride on, and while you're vacuuming the house, it's a twofer. Then there's the crib dribbler. Dude, this is sincerely fucked up shit right here. It's like, you know, like, you ever have like a hamster or a gerbil or like a rabbit? Those little like water bottles that you put in the fucking cage?
Yeah.
Well, this is a crib dribbler. This is like you put water or milk in a similar type of device and the kid can fucking drink out of the crib dribbler.
That's just disturbing.
Dude, you should totally check this out on of course, the group page.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get this and put it next to my bed so I can have, like, I don't have to reach for a beer or anything.
Right? Then there's the onesie with built-in mop. So if you got a young child like I do, you just put him in this onesie and he could mop the floor too. The It's a Boy card, which has a little boy inside and a space conveniently for your finger. So you can put your finger through the card and it's a boy. Yeah, it's just disturbing.
Yeah.
There's the Laugh and Learn Activity Case, which is a Fisher-Price device to hold an iPhone. Just in case your baby really needs that fucking iPhone. This will protect that motherfucker.
Yeah, because, you know, an infant, you know, he needs to talk to Siri and do his Google searches and shit.
That's right. Then there's the Nose Frida, the snot sucker dude. Basically, it's a tube connected to the nose and then, like, another tube connected to your mouth so you can, like, get a vacuum of snot going. It's disgusting and wrong.
The fact that someone sat there and go, you know, I need a way to get the snot out of my nose.
out of my kid's nose. Not my own nose.
I mean, I'm sure they're doing it to themselves. You know, oh God, there's something really wrong with fucking people out there.
Then there's
is.
Then there's the peekaroo, which is like looks like a jacket, and then like in the middle of the jacket is a little headspace for your baby. So like the rest of the baby's covered inside of the jacket, except for the head that's poking out. Kind of looks like the Alien movie. I think I might have used this for Photoshop Wars, actually.
Yeah, well, you know, I got a couple too. Fanny floss.
Yeah, there's no need for fanny floss.
Come on. Really?
How about the crying analyzer? Based on the cry, you get bored, you get sleepy, you get annoyed, hungry, and yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen this thing out of Japan? It's like a face guard. Like it goes around your face for when you're eating your noodles so they don't spill onto your face and forehead.
It's pretty fucked up.
But here's the best one. Placenta cream.
Okay, explain.
Okay. It's a cream for women for their face. So at night, you put this cream made from placenta
oh, Jesus Christ.
on your face, and it's supposed to promote like healthy skin, no wrinkles, no, it's anti-aging cream.
That is all you, bro.
You know, I'm good. I don't mind aging.
All right, how about this one, dude? You might need these. The windy gas relievers, a.k.a. baby butt plugs.
Nah, man, my gas is too important to plug up.
Then there's the baby toupee, which is just wrong.
Yeah, like, they'll grow into hair.
The thud guard, which is basically a baby helmet. Let's see, baby butt fan. Drying your baby's butt before putting a diaper back on can help reduce diaper rash. So just use this diaper butt fan. Butt fan?
Butt fan?
Butt fan?
How about meatball gum?
Oh, that just sounds wrong.
Hearty Italian style meatball gum, and it looks like an odd tofu style looking kind of fake meat. Oh, it's bad. Might as well eat and spotted dick.
Well, there you go. Those are some baby products and other products that shouldn't exist but totally do. Why? I am totally not sure. Joe, any ideas why?
Because people are fucked up, and half of this shit I think is done just to fuck people. Like vaginal yogurt.
Dude, I told some dude that story, and you should have seen his face. It looked like he was going to hurl. Great.
This lady is actually trying to get this FDA approved. Now, she's a scientist, which means she's smart. And I'm going with she's kind of fucking stupid.
She's kind of fucking stupid, man.
There is just no reason to have vaginal yogurt.
No. It's fucking wrong and disgusting.
Oh, it's horrid.
Just a minute or two shy, we're going to have Drew and Sean from the Maddening Process this evening.
And we will be feeding them unicorn meat.
The others, they'll just have to deal with not being on the phone. I don't know how to do conference calling, so I don't know if I could do that.
Well, we're doing it right now.
No, I know, but this is Skyping. This is different.
But this is true.
If y'all want to Skype out there, you want to Skype me.
Skype.
Official FN Radio.
Skizza Skype.
Official FN Radio. I know, it's so crazy that all our stuff has the same branding throughout the YouTubes. Dude, I was checking out our fucking suffocation. Oh. Never mind. Hang on to that thought.
Hanging.
I'm picking up the phone here. Just bear with me.
Drinking a vodka drink.
Drinking a vodka drink. Drink a whiskey drink. A drink a lager drink. A drink a cider drink. Connected. Hello.
What up?
What up?
Hello.
What's up?
What's happening?
Wasabi.
What's up? Is this Drew, I suspect, yes?
Yes, it is.
What's up, my brother? How you be, man?
I'm fucking stoned.
Nice.
Excellent.
I'm alright, man. I'm alright. I'm living. You know, living the dream.
Yeah, the dream. They call it the American dream because you got to be asleep to believe it.
Yeah. Or stoned.
Or stoned. Well, then I'll believe anything, man. I'm like, yeah, man, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, man.
Like you were talking about unicorns earlier. I was like totally into that, man. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's the unicorn meat. It does that shit to you. That's what I had for dinner.
So, Drew, of course, I got Joe on the line on the Skype all the way from Jersey. Myself, we're doing.
What up, man?
We're doing.
What's up?
Indie 180, man, and we've been talking. We've been having some pretty wild discussions over the last month or so with different varying artists, man. We're gonna talk to you about the Maddening process and how you guys got started and all that stuff. So, I mean, let's get right started, man. I mean, how long has the Maddening process been? The Maddening process. How long you guys been around?
We've been around for. Individually, we've been around for years. As this band, we've been together for 2.5 years. June will be 3 years.
Oh yeah. And I mean, you guys are definitely getting a really good, like following. I'm seeing, the flyers. I'm seeing a lot more of your names, and then the shows after the fact. Like I'm hearing how great they were. You guys just played something recently, right, over at Cherry Street?
Yeah, we played over at Cherry Street, and that was a great show. It was a great atmosphere. A lot of people came out. It was awesome. There was a lot of support, which was great. But seriously, it was just all the bands killed it. I think every single one of us that were playing that show were really in to play that show. And I think it showed. Fan participation. It was great.
And I mean, that's kind of what it's all about. No, I mean, everybody's got to kind of have a good time. That's the point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It really was. It was a good time. You could look around and just see that people were having fun. And that's really what it's all about. Because that's what we're out there for.
For sure, man. Another phone call, but if I pick up this phone call, I don't think I can pick up multiple phone calls here, man.
Well, who would be calling now?
I don't know. All right, well, if I might hang up on you.
Hey, if I get disconnected, I'll call back.
All right, good.
You do that, sir.
Hang on a second. Let's see what I can do here. I think I've put Drew on hold now, and I'm picking up someone else. Take me here, and hello? Hello?
It's still me.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Fuck that shit, man. Whoever's on is on. You're on. So, I mean, if anybody else...
calling from another line just to fuck with us.
I ain't got no fucking 5-way calling and shit, man. You can Skype us, Official FN Radio. Get the Skype app for your phone, and then you can Skype us for free.
Skype app.
Look at that shit.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, where the hell does the name The Maddening Process come from? Where'd you guys come up with the band name?
Life itself is a fucking maddening process, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is, brother.
I mean, come on. I can't honestly say I know a single person right now that's innocent.
Nah.
Life is fucking mad, man. Life changes you. And every step of the way, you're faced with something. There's always obstacles in life. And sometimes the shit you got to go through to get through them is fucking maddening. And that's pretty much what we're all about.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's great.
And, dude, I was saying to Joe earlier, and I mentioned it on the air, dude, I've got the live performance you guys did from the effing fundraiser back in 2014. I've got the full
Hell
set.
yeah.
I got the full set, so tonight after the show, at about 11 o'clock, I'm going to play that shit in its entirety. So,
sweet.
So, fuck yeah,
Sweet.
everybody should check that out.
Such a good time.
Oh, yeah. Always a good time.
Yeah, it was.
Always a good time, man. And you guys have been around for a while. I mean, I know this, and of course, everybody around here knows, the Maddening process. But it's cool. I keep seeing your name pop up on really strong bills. Now, there was a question posed on Facebook. I think it was Chugs, actually. It originally posed it, man. Thoughts on bills being too many bands on a bill? Or, you mean, I gotta say, I think that sometimes there are too many bands on the bill for the sake of the bill itself. And I know, in talking to a lot of my friends that play in the New York scene, a lot of the shows over there are 3 bands. That's it. They start later.
you know, and they get 3 bands together that put on a great show. You know, there was a few shows that we played with We Are Nothing, and Adam seemed to like that idea of doing like 3-band shows. And I feel like a lot of times those shows sometimes create a better vibe for the show itself because it's not overloaded with bands, because sometimes people aren't going to make it until 9, 10 o'clock. You know, so if you lessen the bill a little bit, maybe do 3 bands, you know, and start a little bit later, I think it's a little easier for people to get out and bands have a little bit more of a crowd.
Right, and you also
but that's not to say that every bill needs to be that way.
Sure, no.
You know what I mean?
It varies. I mean, look, when you got these big festivals, man, you got to have big bills. Look, you got Short Metal Madness coming to Connecticut at Cook's. Joe's putting that shit together, and it's 10 bands, man.
Awesome.
And it's an all-day affair, you know, and that's awesome. But you know, there's nothing to say, man. We could definitely go for some 3-4 band bills. I think that would be really refreshing at this point. Because it seems...
Yes, I agree. I mean, you know, we had the opportunity to play the Festival of the Dead, you know, Eyes of the Dead, 10-year anniversary. You know what I mean? And that was such a fucking killer day. All day and night.
It's a festival.
I mean, it was just nonstop people, great atmosphere, people in and out, people just having fun. You got bands outside, bands inside. I mean, it really doesn't get any better than that. You know what I mean? But, you know, your average bills from month to month, you know, I think it would benefit everybody to have 3 band bills versus 4 or 5. That's my opinion.
I agree with it. And it's weird because here, it's actually hard to do that. Because in New York, like you were saying, they do the 3-bill show all the time. Their nightlife starts later.
Right.
We're caught in the realm here of having to fill the night for the club. And they'd rather see 5 bands play 35-minute sets than 3 bands playing 45-minute sets. Because it's going to bring more people, which is going to increase the bar tab. And it's going to last them from 7 o'clock to 1:30 in the morning. And it's hard. I book shows all the time, and I'm always like, all right, I got 3 bands. This is oh no, we need 4 or 5, and I get caught with it all the time. And now I'm starting to push more. Well, like I'm not going to open doors till 8. So these are my 3 bands. We're going to play 45 minutes. You either want me to book this show here, and you know I'll pack the place, or you can have an open night for whatever. It's weird how like different areas you can get away with it, and then certain areas you can't.
No, I agree. And you know what? I feel like a lot of us as artists individually, outside of our respected bands, some people have a different outlook on things. You know what I mean? I think that there's a difference between looking outward from your band versus looking inward from your band. And what I mean by that is the outward approach is to reach fans, you know, and to get people to come out to your shows and make things fun. Make them really want to come out to your shows, regardless of the music, you know. And I think an inward approach stems from, you know, people just expecting that there should be people there, you know, and that's not our scene today. Our scene today isn't like that. You know, back in the, you know, mid to late 90s, early 2000s, we had a really thriving scene. Especially, I'm more so speaking from my area. I'm in Lower Fairfield County. I'm in Danbury, which is very different from New Haven area. And down here, we used to have so many places to play, so many places that supported a metal scene. Nowadays, we have one, really, and that's the Heirloom. You know, there's no more awesome bars down here to play live music at. Danbury is completely different. No more Tuxedo Junction. I mean, every major tour that came from New York on their way up to Boston, they stopped at Tuxedos and they stopped at Toads.
Dude, I mean, I don't know.
And also the Webster. And we have to, you know, Tuxedos is still there, but nobody's doing shit with it.
Yeah, dude, I don't.
You know what I mean?
I remember,
and it kind of sucks.
I remember growing up down there, man, in the Danbury area, you know, growing up as a young adult, a teenager and shit. And dude, going to my first ever concert was Filter at fucking Tuxedo Junction. Then I saw Typo Negative at fucking Tuxedo Junction. I saw No Effects at Tuxedo Junction. I saw Social Distortion there. I mean, dude, I saw, you know, so many countless bands. It was awesome fucking and then like you're saying, dude, there's no Cousin Larry's. And I mean, as much as a shit dive bar that was, it was still a place that supported the music scene.
Yeah, man, we're facing the same things.
Years ago, and it's kind of funny. I seen a picture on Facebook the other day of a Gargantua Soul EP release party at the Moon Dance in motherfucking Danbury, Connecticut. Think about that shit. Right. And that's what I'm talking about. We used to have a really thriving scene down here, man, and it's actually difficult for us as a band down here, believe it or not, because we don't really have a scene that we're playing to. So we're constantly traveling. Every show that we play is at least a half hour away from home.
Wow.
What I mean, what could be done?
You know,
man? I mean,
you know what I mean. So it's like a lot of bands like in the New Haven area have a lot more places to play. You know, even if you're considering like Milford up to Wallingford, that area. Sure, there's a lot. You know, that's as far as the state. You know, there's a lot of places out there to play. And this kind of coincides with our previous conversation about lessening the amount of bands on the bill. You know, everybody wants to pack bands on the bill, or the clubs want people to pack bands on the bill to maximize potential of people coming out. But that's not necessarily always the case, as we agreed, right?
Yeah, I think we can all concur. I mean,
but part of it too is the fact that we also don't have as many venues across the state as we once did. It's not just here in our hometown; it's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, and we constantly keep hearing this venue closing, that venue closing. Dude, the fucking Oakdale Theater is under attack and possibly closing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is that's a historic.
It's a fucking sad state of affairs, really.
That's a historic landmark, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And it's weird because you're going to shows at these places, and it's what's closing these bars down? Is it because they're only catering to one thing? And it's weird. We used to have so many crazy venues to play on here, and there's like.
Well, dude, I mean, shit got tough. I mean, you know, you got to think like, what are these bars doing on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, and possibly even Thursday? I mean, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sure, they're kicking ass and taking names, but then during the week, it's kind of like, fuck, they got to come up with some way to, you know, and this is where the 3 fucking band bills come into play, folks.
Yep. And also what I was talking about, outward thinking.
If you remember,
if you're going to throw a Monday, Tuesday show, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you really got to kind of think out the box. You got to really look at the fans and not look inward at your band and just be like expecting certain people to be there.
Well, yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Or
have an outward approach where, you know, really look at your fan base or the people that you're targeting as a fan base and try to make things fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And really make them want to come out on a Monday or Tuesday night.
Yeah, hence
you know, and put together a 3-band bill of some fucking good bands. And boom.
Hence Biohazard at fucking Cherry Street coming up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Exactly.
That's
but you don't see a lot of that.
No, hell no.
You don't see a lot of, you don't see a lot of the fucking big name bands coming and playing, you know, the best places that we got right now, which is Cherry Street. You know what I mean? Like, Cherry Street is such a huge supporter of our metal scene. If our metal scene in Connecticut right now didn't have Cherry Street, we'd all be fucking scrambling a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love Cherry Street. I mean,
and I know there's a lot of places that I'm not even aware of in this state to play, which I wish I knew of. You know, like, you know, I'm sure there's some places down in Bridgeport or Fairfield that we could start playing some more metal. I know sound guys that are working down there. You know what I mean? And there's enough. It's eclectic enough where you can actually have 1 or 2 metal shows every couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus some areas that you go to where it's mostly singer-songwriter or jazz or country. To throw a metal band in the mix is kind of like you're shocking your general patrons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's not.
And that doesn't work.
For
You know what I
anybody.
mean? And it's like there's a lot of people down here in Fairfield County that are willing to try and experiment, and hence our EP release coming up at the end of this month. You know what I mean? I have an opportunity to do a show at a place that normally doesn't have shows like this.
That's cool.
So we're trying to make it a real fun party. Just come out, hang out, and have a good time.
Yeah. Everybody chill out, and fucking enjoy the metal. I like it, man.
Yeah,
and dude, the new music is dope. It's awesome. We're definitely gonna play a track here. I got that grave shit that you sent me. We're gonna definitely gotta play that. But
don't mind my rambling. I'm really fucking stoned right now. I said that when I got on the phone.
It's totally cool, man. we're gonna flip the switch just a second here, cause OFNR and the Maddening process are kind of like family in a way. Joe, you know what I'm talking about, right, Joe?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
I do. I know what you're talking about.
Because I mean, Ray kind of goes out with my sister. I'm just saying.
It might have been Ray that was trying to call before when
it totally was.
When your phone was ringing.
It totally was. It totally was. And him and my sister should actually just come up to the house and hung out, because my sister could have come and seen him.
Apparently your sister is under the weather.
Oh yeah, that's true. Very true. She's got the Cyperna.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
The fact that he knows that is even funnier.
She's got Cyperna. I love it.
Man, I mean, it happens, dude.
Them motherfuckers. Yes.
Those dudes.
Yeah, dude.
Those dudes. Those dudes. I fucking love those dudes.
They're not an STD, they're an MTD. Metal transmitted disease.
Yep. Well, I'm happy that they're coming down here to our hometown area and infecting everybody. It's about damn time.
Yeah, man. You don't get reacquainted with Cyperna. You get reinfected with Cyperna.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, you know what? No, motherfuckers down here need to recognize. I've been talking about that band for the better part of the last 3 years.
Yeah, man.
There's so many people down here, and I've played them for everybody I fucking know. And every one of these motherfuckers are going to be there to fucking see what these guys do, and I'm excited about that.
It really make me want to hurt people.
Yeah, it really does.
Makes you want to hurt people?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man. What are you doing up here, Joe? Come up and hang out. Fuck.
All right, so check this out. I got a question for you, Drew. First album you ever bought with your own money, and the most recent album that you bought with your money.
That's great. All right, first album I ever bought with my own money was Big Daddy Kane's single for Raw.
I like it
back
raw.
in 1989.
I like it raw.
No, Big Daddy Kane, 89.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. That's all good. Not Old Dirty Bastard. No, we're not going old school. I'm an old school hip hopper. I don't know if a lot of people know that about me or not, but I am.
That's awesome.
But my most recent album is the new Machine Head, Bloodstones and Diamonds, and I can't fucking get enough of it. It is so fucking good, front to back. Love it.
Right on. Now, do you prefer going out and buying a hard copy, or do you prefer just getting that shit online, a digital?
I don't buy anything online, man. I really don't. I've never really been for it. I've always kind of stood by Lars. I always thought it was the end of an era, moving digital the way that they were pushing it when they were.
I have to say, I've only bought in one song online.
I've always been a firm believer in buying albums and supporting the bands you like. Not just buying merch. You know what I mean? But literally, like, buying the fucking album.
Yeah, dude.
But I also understand that the music business has changed.
Oh, it's totally
and
changed.
buying albums doesn't mean what it once did.
No, totally.
And it saddens me as a music fan.
Oh, bro. I mean, you come from the generation like Joe and myself, man. There was such a thing as like buying music meant something. It was like I can hear songs to this day that will instantly transport me to a moment in time in my life.
Exactly.
And and everything that was happening during that immediate time in my life, just from one song. and then I would know like, oh yeah, the cover, and then the liner art, and sometimes it was a poster, and sometimes you know what I mean, and yeah, it was just, dude, there was nothing like it, man. It kills me to know that like my sons, don't really get that experience of going into a record store really all that often, and like, let's buy, an album, you know what I mean, like.
Dude, the younger generation metalheads, the 20-year-olds right now don't know what we know. They never experienced what we experienced.
The problem is they never will.
These guys are the up-and-coming trendsetters of our scene, of any scene, and it's all altogether different, man. Technology has changed everything, even the way us as individuals and artists perceive things. We're still clinging on to our original ways where things were pure. Now, technology is tampered with fucking everything, even artistry itself.
Yep.
But the thing is these young, I'm sorry to say it, but the younger generation metalheads, they don't know any different. So what's becoming regular to us is normal for them. And it's really a mix mash when it comes to a true thriving scene in this country. That's the way that I see it.
I mean, I think
technology has just changed it that much.
Yeah, it's changed it so much that like music in and of itself, the value of music has changed. I feel that I feel that with all my because there was such a time and look, man, I think that the music industry gouged their customers to shit too when the CDs, the first came out, okay, I could see maybe they cost them quite a bit of money, but then they perfected that shit and it was like 10 cents a disc or something of that ridiculousness, and yet they're charging $20 a fucking copy. It's kind of like
or more depending on the artwork.
And it's
dude, I totally get it. I totally get that.
And so they kind of overpriced themselves to the point where people were like, well, shit, if I can get it for free. And, the music industry should have done something right then and there. And, like you said, you brought up Lars. And it's funny to me because, me, man. I'm a huge fucking Metallica mark. And I'll fucking praise them anytime. But, like, dude, they were right, man. They were fucking totally right. They said, listen, like, some shit, this is bad. This is going to ruin...
See, the real problem, as you just stated, lies within the record companies themselves, because they are the ones who allowed this to happen.
Yep.
So now...
And that's the truth.
So now, dude, thinking about that statement, dude, how do you define making it? And then have you made it with the Maddening process? Like,
I don't fucking know. Man, we're just getting started. You know what I mean? We've grown so much in this band. Fuck, dude. My drummer was my original bass player. He's only been playing drums for like a year to a year and a half. And he's grown leaps and bounds. To think that we're for this product would be fucking an insult to what we're fucking doing.
But what do you consider
we're all growing. We grow individually. We push each other constantly. You know what I mean? And, I don't know what this band is initially going to become or evolve into or keep going with what we're doing. You know what I mean? Sure. And I don't fear where we're going. But to say that we're a finished product right now, hell fucking no.
That was just a question, and I was trying to see, like, how do you define making it? Because there's so many different responses. I mean, there's no right or wrong. Some bands say
how do you define making it? I think is different for everybody.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not for nothing, but, you had Opus on there, a few weeks back. Correct. And you think about making it, and you think about the rock star. Yeah. Like, that time is done. He was right. You're not going to see Led Zeppelin again. You're not going to see bands like Aerosmith again. You're not going to see that shit. Not for a while. Not until society changes and they accept music and artistry as a pure form once again, because it seems like society is trying to shut it down.
Yeah, it's because we're being drowned by all the fucking shit that's coming out.
Because honestly, we have influence. And that's a powerful fucking thing to have. And a lot of bands don't take that shit serious enough.
No, you're right,
we have so power influencing people with our music. You know what I mean? And too many people saying the fucking same thing that they don't agree with. I mean, why is it so hard for fucking bands to tour? Why you got Lamb of God dropping off their own fucking tour for the new album in the United States, but yet they'll go tour fucking Europe. Why?
Because it's appreciated.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? When you think about shit like that.
I know, man. Well, it
But
was
anyway,
a crazy
going
scene
back
compared
to
here when we were there.
making it. You know what, man? Most of us, we're hard working individuals. A lot of us do this because we love to fucking do it. And if you don't fucking love doing this, then you're doing it for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
What's successful to us? Do we want to quit our day jobs and just fucking tour and get paid and be fucking rock stars and millionaires? That would be amazing. Do we expect that? Hell fucking no. Do we want that? I don't think so. I think what we want is just recognition. We want to be heard. You know what I mean? Our fans are going to be our fans. And we don't expect everybody to be fans of what we're doing either.
Now,
some people are going to get it and some people don't. You know what I mean? As long as we're out there having a good time, that's really what matters most to us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
That's why I've been doing OFNR for as long as I've been doing. I don't make a fucking dime doing this. You know what I mean? I only do this because I'm a music fan, just like everybody else, dude. I love finding new bands. I love, like Cyprano, dude. That record was in my car legitimately 6 months, dude, before I had to like physically tell myself I have to take this out so I can listen to other music and review it. And like, that's sincere. Like, I actually, honestly, there's so many fucking talented bands here, and then of course in Jersey, like discovering those bands because it's Joe here, and like being able to cross. We were talking about that earlier, Joe.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what it's all. I mean, that's why I love going to shows so much, is because you get to discover new bands all the time.
And like making it changes because you know what? It's about making it for the community at large, like making it so that the people who come out are the ones who win. You know what I mean? And a lot of people can't understand.
Exactly.
A lot of people can't understand that mentality where it's like it's not really for me or you. It's for them. It's for the fucking fans. Yeah. It's the people that paid money to come and rock out and have a good time.
Yep.
There's nothing better, and Drew, when you get up on stage and look out to a packed house, to me, like I said it before, that's making it. It's seeing everybody out there waiting to watch what you're about to do. And
exactly.
It's there is no feeling that can compare to it, and no one can understand it till they do it. But it's weird how when I'm on the other side watching a band that I love, my feelings change because now I'm a fan.
Yep.
And it's a whole different, like we get both sides of the fence.
Yep.
And it's a really interesting, thing out there. But to me, that's making it. I don't need, hey, if I ever get a record deal, I know that in the end I'm going to get screwed. So I'd rather DIY it myself.
Right.
And we've done it. And I know that everything that Stagger's earned on their own. And that's where I will consider me. But you know what I mean, Drew? It's
dude, no, I totally get it. You know what? Here's a perfect example, all right? This past Friday night up at Cherry Street. It was a fucking great show. And when we were out there playing, right before we played Grave, I had asked the crowd, I was like, how many motherfuckers are in here? Let me see a show of hands. How many people listen to Grave? And seriously, like, it was a good crowd. And more than half of the people that were standing in the crowd raised their hand and started screaming for Grave. And to me, that's success.
Yes.
Absolutely. Exactly,
that means the fucking world to me, to fucking get that kind of reaction when asking that question to a crowd. And there's a lot of people there that I didn't know, that I know has heard our stuff, so to me, that's success.
Yeah, and when they start singing your lyrics, it's like, it makes you no different than all the bands that are out there that are big and signed. They're getting the same reactions you are. So what makes them any better?
To me,
exactly.
To me, the thing is the camaraderie. That's the payoff. The people that you meet along the way that are cool ass motherfuckers. Like that are true,
Yep.
like that are honest, that are not fucking around, that aren't out to to hurt you or in any way. They're just out to like because they're fans, because they fucking like what's going on. It's like, and you meet so many of these like-minded individuals, whether they're in bands or not. Like, I mean, I've met other radio stations. I've met, of course, bands all over the place that all have this similar mindset. Like, this is kind of the way it works now, is we kind of just help each other and work together as much as possible and hope, that somebody says, fuck yeah, that's good shit. That's all you could ask for. I mean, and maybe that one person says, fuck yeah, that's good shit. And they'll tell their friends. I mean, the problem is, is that the way that music is consumed these days? I don't know.
Yep.
Unfortunately, too much of it is consumed over the internet, and that's affecting the live.
It's disposable. Yeah. It's disposable, dude, because it's like they get so much of it that it's like, you might play that song for a hot second, and then you're already, because I do it on YouTube even. I'm looking for one thing, and then five minutes later, I'm like off on like the 12 millionth click of different videos that I could watch. It's crazy, man. It's the same thing as with music. It just doesn't have that.
It's perfect example of that is these online, like Pandora and that. You type in a band, you get one song, and then you're off to another band that's supposed to be sounds like
similar genre, yeah.
Yes, and then
I hate all that shit. I hate that shit. You know what? Two of my favorite bands. One is a huge influence on me, Deftones, and The Perfect Circle. I love both of those bands. Right? I own everything that both of those bands have ever done. But when I go to Pandora and I want to create a Deftones station, and you play one Deftones song for every like 6 A Perfect Circle songs, and then all of a sudden you'll hear a Tool, and then we'll come back to Deftones.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't understand that. If I wanted to listen to Tool and A Perfect Circle, I would have done that.
Yeah. It's, it's bizarre to me what they think is like-minded, or in that similar genre, because most of the time it's not. But it takes away from you wanting to hear that band. Because you get one song, and then maybe a half an hour later you get another one, like you were saying. I don't like Pandora. They turned us down.
But you know what? But see, like, and that comes back to the point of buy the hard copy, support the actual band,
right?
Buy the product,
to hear all their music.
Buy the product, the real product, not what they're putting out there on the internet. Not to say that's not their product, but buy the packaging, buy everything, have the hard copy, make your own fucking playlists. Stop feeding these people fucking money. Because they're just raping everybody off of what everybody else is doing anyway.
Yeah.
And it all started with Napster.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He, unfortunately, really changed music in so many ways. And, now it's affecting everything.
Well,
I mean,
it changed consumption, dude. It's changed consumption. And now look, it's done it to movies as well. That's why you have Netflix. That's why you have Hulu. Like these things are out there because somebody figured out. Oh, wait a minute. There's a way on the internet to make, store these great movies and shows, and just have them at on demand service, at any time, anywhere.
It's flooding the market.
It's just crazy, man.
I mean, there's a lot of things in this world that I like that technology's done.
It's way too easy for society to not have to leave their homes.
Yep.
Buy a home and stay in it. Do your job, go home, live your lives. You don't really have to leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But seriously, you can do everything from a computer. You can order groceries and have them delivered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you literally do not have to leave your home.
No, they're creating this to be shut-ins.
That's what internet did.
Yeah, man. All right, well,
It's-
look, let's take a quick music break, yo. I want to play this fucking
Do
Grave,
it.
dude. Let's play some Grave. And we'll be right back right here on Official Fucking New Radio's Indie 180 with Drew from the Maddening Process. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Are you tired of this? Aw, man, what the fuck? Do you want more of this?
You fucking rule, man!
Then tune in to Effin' Radio, where you won't get any of this.
Are you fucking shitting me?
But you'll get a whole lot of this.
Dude, that's fucking sweet!
Details at officialfnradio.com.
Fuck!
I think we lost Drew.
Yeah, I thought I heard it go out.
Drew, where are you? Maddening process with Grave. That shit was fucking crushing, dude. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, man.
Dude, it's fucking reminds me of something old school, and I can't put my fucking finger on
Yeah,
it.
it's got a nice old school touch to it.
Yeah, and I can't put my finger on it, dude. It's like it's got reminiscence of a flavoring of something, and it's right there on the tip of my tongue. I don't know what happened, dude. I think he hung up.
Yeah, I don't know. Drew, if you're listening, call back, man.
That makes me sad. I wasn't quite done with the interview.
No.
Oh.
Ah.
Uh-oh. Now what? Hello?
Wow.
Shit is acting kind of funky. Anywho, dude, what'd you think of that track, man? Honestly.
I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, man.
It's got a little bit of everything in it.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Everything.
Oh, I give you everything you want.
I think maybe he's having bad reception or something on his phone. Is that possible in this day and age?
Unfortunately, oddly enough, it is.
It's strange, right? We have all the technology and shit, but like, there's still like spots of pure like phone retardation.
Yeah, I mean, there's still retardation with a lot of things.
It's not right.
No.
We lost Drew. I'm sad. Makes me sad.
I'm gonna hit him up and tell him to call back in.
Skype app multipass. Yes, that's right.
Multipass.
Yeah, dude, Drew. What happened? Yeah, son. Because I mean, I don't want to move on, and like, I feel like we've left things unattended here. He hung up. He left us bad.
I hit him back up, so let's he farted.
You farted?
Yeah, I sure did.
Excellent.
It's that Caesar salad.
Well, dude, I've got I still got some questions for fucking Drew.
Yeah.
I don't want to move on.
Well,
his fucking
let's give him a minute.
Dude, hang on a second. Hang on.
Up.
He says his fucking phone died, dude. That sucks. See, this is the problem with technology. You never know. Like,
charge your phone before an interview.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like sometimes even when you charge a phone, dude, like 40
eats
minutes,
it up.
40 minutes, and it's like because all those applications running in the background.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, I guess we're moving on.
We're moving on for now. We're not gonna do the news just yet, but I do have some dude that sent me over a cool little article. The 7 surprising facts about cannibalism. Did you want me to do this one, Joe?
Sure.
Why not, right?
Why not, yeah.
I should probably say that our news is brought to you in part by Cold Cock Whiskey. I should probably mention that, right?
It is. And you should.
Cold Cock Whiskey made with aged American bourbon and herbs like green tea, hibiscus, eucalyptus, ginger, ginkgo, many others. Smooth taste, no whiskey burn. Take your shot. ColdCockWhiskey.com. Also brought to you in part by Blow Paste. Unlike most lubricants that Joe has used that have preservatives and aspartame. Oh, what the hell? Dude, that was fucking weird. Wow.
What happened?
I don't know. I was like,
it sounded like someone was calling in.
It was like a bling, 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 bling. Yeah, but it was a weird ring. It wasn't like a normal.
Sounded like a Skype ring.
Almost.
That's how it sounds like when
my
you call
reflexes.
me.
My reflexes are quick, man. I'm trying to, like, as soon as the goddamn. Here we go. Hang on a second. I think I might have got it. Now the rest of my questions are kind of silly and ridiculous, so I don't even know.
Because we're silly.
Are you there?
No.
Alright. You have resuscitated your phone.
Hey, here we go.
Bro!
What up? What up?
Alright, man, we just played fucking Grave. And
yeah, it sounded like shit in my phone because I could hear you guys, or I could hear you in the studio. So I ended the call so I could actually hear it through the app because it sounded like shit coming through my phone. And then I tried calling back and my phone died.
Well, now tell us. All right, so now that we can get back to this, tell us how does the process go? How does a song like Grave come together?
Grave was pretty much all me, and I kind of forced the band to play the song a certain way on that, and I had a lot of the vocals I had ideas for that I wrote down, and then Eric and I sat down one night and wrote and hashed out all the vocals for it, and we changed a few things here and there, but it was pretty minimal. And a lot of the writing process that we do now is really everybody's influences. Early on, I was kind of influencing everything, But Ray, a lot of the stuff that we're writing and a lot of stuff that people are going to hear on this EP, Ray has been hugely involved in. Implement the Sick is a lot of Ray, and Ray's forced me to be a different guitar player in a lot of ways than what I originally was, which is pretty awesome. So we challenge each other a lot, and him and I have grown individually and grown together. And the kind of stuff that we're writing now is we dig a lot, and I think that when people really hear where we're going with what we're doing now, people are really gonna really like what we're doing.
See, the thing that I like about it the most is it Joe was saying and I was saying as well. It's got a hint of old school. Because of that influence, from what we were talking about and discussing earlier, it's got this nice, like, it feels vintage, but in a great way. Not like, oh my God, that's old school. It's got that and I can't quite put my finger on exactly which band or which bands, that derives from for me, because I hear different things too, in there. But of course, you know me, man. I fucking have been jamming the Maddening process for a while now, man. I fucking love you guys.
I think it's just I really think it's a lot of it is a difference in writing style, and we don't necessarily write a lot of breakdowns and stuff like that. We're more into writing actual songs, versus writing, songs that have 6 breakdown riffs and you're writing to the breakdown. You know what I mean? And I hate to be judgmental about a lot of the new metal that comes out, but a lot of it I like, and a lot of it for me is give or take, And because I feel like a lot of bands out there aren't writing actual songs, like good songs. Like, where's your verse choruses? Where's your hooks? Where's your pre-choruses? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything. I get tired of hearing the breakdown every 30 seconds. I want to hear a song. I want something that's going to move me, something that's going to make me think, something that's going to make me feel more than just want to, tear somebody's eyeballs out. I mean, we're pretty high energy and we're pissed off, but
it shows.
We're there's a rhyme and reason we're not out there trying to kill people. You know what I mean? And maybe that's an old school sense. I don't know. I don't really understand when people say we have an old school feeling. I really don't understand it, me personally, because it's just what we do.
No, and it's just, it's just a hint of like something that nostalgic for me that makes me immediately dig what you're doing, because it reminds me of something that I've grown up, and maybe it's because you and I have grown up, kind of crossing paths along our ways.
Sure,
but
sure.
See,
that makes a lot more sense to me. What you just said, now I get it. I'm not saying that for an old school reference to us is a bad thing. It's a good thing. You know what I mean?
No, it's definitely a good thing. It's got what you want. I mean, the song moves you. It gets you angry. It's just got a lot of meat to it, and you don't get that nowadays. So I guess that's what I consider it being old school, because it's not your typical. It's when music was good.
Yeah.
See, me personally, from my perspective of Grave, I don't view Grave as a heavy song. I view Grave as a hard song. And there's a difference between being hard and heavy. We have other songs that have moments that are really heavy. You know what I mean? But to me, like, that's what I love about Grave, is that it's more up-tempo, in-your-face, hard edge versus, trying to be heavy. You know what I mean? To me, there's a big difference.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking. I'm, where I was headed to. Maybe that's what I'm missing. I'm not trying to change your perspective. I'm just trying to share my perspective on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Is that the way that I view Grave? I don't view that as one of our heaviest songs.
No, I agree.
I view that as one of our hardest songs. That's like straight up in your face.
Agreed.
And that's personally what I love about that song.
Yeah, definitely a really good song. I really enjoy that song.
Any songs along the way that have like met their grave, so to speak, that you say, you know what, no, we've outgrown that tune?
Wait, say that again?
Ever have like a tune that you're like, all right, you know what, no, we've outgrown that tune? In the 3 years, have you ever come across a song where you're like, you know what, I think we've outgrown that as a band, and we can play, this one a lot better?
It's kind of funny you say that, because they're maybe not necessarily outgrown, but maybe not love as much as others. One of those songs, I think, for this band is Implement the Stick, which is actually going to be the first track on the EP. This song, for me and a couple others in the band, like, we always were fond of the song. We always had a fun time playing it live. But it wasn't until we actually recorded it and heard the finished product where we all sat there and kind of listened to it, and each one of us, like, truly deeply fell in love with the song, and it just took us to a whole other level when playing the song. We already had fun playing it, but now it's like we're a lot more passionate about playing the song. So it wasn't that we outgrew it as much as maybe we weren't in love with it as much as others.
Sure.
Have we grown? Sure. We actually have about 5 or 6 solid working songs, new material right now. 3 of which are probably pretty close to being fully structured and ready for vocals to start getting dropped on them. And there's at least 2 or 3 that we've been jamming on that we have really good feelings about. And I'm not going to say that they're different from what people are going to be hearing. They're just better versions of what we're already doing, because we're growing as a solid unit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? We're evolving as a band, and you want that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you don't evolve, you just get stagnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're definitely evolving.
That's what you do.
Now, Drew, if you could put together a tour with any band, dead or alive, and the Maddening process, who does the Maddening process go out on tour with?
Oh man, this should be a band question and not a BAM question.
Well, I get the pleasure of having BAM.
All right,
So
no, but in all seriousness, all right, give me a limit. How many bands?
Just give me one. I mean, one band?
Just one band?
Yeah, one band, dead or alive.
Well, you said a tour, so I'm thinking like at least 3 or 4.
All right.
3 or 4 bands. For me, I would love to go out on tour with Snot, the original Head PE, and Machine Head.
So there you go. Nice. Very good.
Wow.
That's a good fucking tour. All right, Joe? I'd go to see that.
Yeah.
Book it, Bam. I'm there.
Yeah, man. I would love that, but you got to get Head PE, the original Head PE, back together.
Well, sure,
and it sucks, man, because I used to be really tight with those guys. They actually want to bring me on tour with them as a road crew. And the original drummer, BC, wanted me to move to Cali move in with him out there, and I was just like, it was like the first time I had like life actually going well for me. I was like 21, 22, just bought a brand new truck, first brand new car, had a really good job making like, you know, $25 an hour, and I'm like 21, 22. I was like, this is awesome. I can't walk away from this, you know, but there's a big part of me that kicks myself in the ass for not doing it. But, yeah, you're not going to get that band back together. And that band is not the same. I used to once be a huge PE fan.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of their shit. I mean, dude, man, I've got so many different albums and likes, and, you know, they've got some good tunes, you know, that I couldn't say I'm like a huge avid supporter, but I've heard them.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Well, like I said, I'm an old school hip hopper too, so
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like so the cross blend of styles for me when those guys came out, I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Any thoughts on? Should I even ask this question? Any thoughts on Kanye West?
Nope, I have none.
All right, very good.
No, I'm doing this. I'm here so I don't get fined.
I gotcha. Perfect.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Dude, if Joe and I gave you an MP3 player, right, and you had it for a month, and
yep.
you know, you can't delete anything off it, what guilty pleasures might we find on there that, you know, you don't want to tell anybody you're listening to, but you'll tell us?
One Republic.
Wow.
Let's see. What else do I like that people probably wouldn't think that I would be actually listening to? The Script.
Never even heard of Script.
I don't know, man. Huh? Jeffrey Gaines.
Jeffrey
Gaines is actually one of my favorite singer-songwriters. I've seen him live probably 4 or 5 times, and it's just incredible. I love seeing him perform. It's just, and I've never seen him with his actual band. Every time I've seen him, it's always been by himself, and so he's been very like intimate and just him performing. And to me, it's just amazing. I'm a fan of music, man. I don't listen to just metal.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree. There's too much to like to shut yourself off from, and there are some things that I just like no, you know, Bieber, no. Never.
Right.
Like, you know, come on, no. You know, it's like Joe, you just said it, that's not music, you know.
Like seriously, he does one of my favorite covers. He does a cover of Peter Gabriel's In Your Eyes, but the way that Jeffrey Gaines does it, like with the acoustic guitar, and he just puts so much fucking soul into the song. Like, Google that shit, or fucking go to YouTube and pull that shit up. Like, it's just, to me, it's amazing. When somebody can literally give me goosebumps, you know they're doing something right.
Yeah,
if you're a fan of music.
That's when you
know?
Yeah, the music actually moves you. It's more than just music. It's an emotion. It's fucking.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to what I was saying, man.
Yep.
It could bring me a certain song or album could bring me back to a moment in my life, without question. Like, and it'd be immediate. You know what I mean? Just from hearing certain fucking songs.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's fucking crazy. So, dude, I mean, obviously, you know, we've got plenty of other things. Any shows that you guys got coming up that we should know about? Are you guys finishing up writing? What are you guys up to?
Well, we have our EP release party on the 28th, which is at the Spot in Bethel, Connecticut. We got Pertinent coming down to infect everybody.
I heard a rumor that Brenna from the Spot might be there. Brenna from the internet.
Yep, she'll be crushing cans with her kids on the bar as usual.
Brenna from the internet.
Because that's what she does. She's fucking pretty hardcore.
Hashtag.
Also have my good friends The Begotten coming down from Poughkeepsie, New York. They're coming to play this, and I'm excited because they're another band that I've been telling a lot of people about. And I've been trying to get them guys to come over to Connecticut and play some shows with us, and it just, you know, it hasn't worked out at all. But they're coming, and it's going to be awesome. And we also got Physics of Demise. I mean,
great dudes.
You know what I mean? It's a great bill. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited about it. And the only other show that we have booked as of right now is March 20th. We're going to be playing at the Anchor in Kingston, New York, with the Begotten and another band. I'm still waiting for details to come in on that.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
We'll have to.
No, we still have work to do for the full album. So, you know, we're trying to take things, you know, fairly easy right now. You know, it's a pretty big thing for us to be dropping the 3-song EP, so we can start getting our music out to people and making more people aware. You know, and that's what we're after. Is just, you know, finally being able to get some music into people's hands. You know.
Oh, most definitely. And I mean, you know, you're doing the right thing, because I mean, full-length albums are not, you know, they're just not the thing anymore. I mean, we were talking about this a couple weeks ago here on OFNR's Indie 180. You know, last year was the first year since forever, since 1976, that there was only one platinum record the whole year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was Taylor Swift.
And there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of speculation that the label themselves invested money into it to make that happen.
Yeah, and
I don't know if there's any truth to that.
Yeah, sure, and you know, who knows?
You know, but come on, why wouldn't Taylor Swift's record label be like, you know what? Let's just go fucking drop a couple million and make this fucking shit platinum, and this is gonna go down in history books. Taylor Swift was the only, you know what I mean, the only artist who sold a platinum record in 2014.
Yeah, but I mean, it does. I mean,
Like-
regardless of how she got there, it's still kind of like wow that, you know, because I remember back in the day, dude. You know, and here I am, man, back in the day, Drew. You know, when I was Diggity 4, and I was, oh man,
Yeah.
Music was music.
No, I'm right there with you.
When music was music, goddammit, you know, we used to buy those there audio cassettes, and then you wear those things out. You had to buy a couple of
Yep.
those things, and then sometimes you bought the vinyl records, and you spun those things on the 45 or the 38 or 32, and then Diggity 4, and then...
I'm still listening to my damn 8-tracks.
And the 8-tracks was a whole different thing. I still tried to get the record player in the car, but it's too big. No, but seriously,
Put it on my dash.
It's like, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm doing that, but god damn it, man, it really was something different. And I know I'm not going to rehash that, but dude, I wanted to see if you wanted to get kind of silly with me. I got some fucked up questions. You gotta have an answer.
Boy.
You gotta have an answer, one or the other. You cannot. You gotta pick one. Okay, you must choose.
Okay.
You must choose. Okay, I'm gonna give you two choices, and you must choose.
I'm nervous.
All right, here we go.
You should be.
OFNR Indy 180. You must choose. Drew, would you rather lick butter from a homeless person's toes, or have sex with a wild gorilla?
Yo, I fucking love butter. You don't even know.
That is some serious butter love.
So you're licking butter off a homeless person's toes, huh?
Yep.
All right, Drew, would you rather use sandpaper as toilet paper or hot sauce as eye drops?
Oh, fuck. Sandpaper or toilet paper.
Yeah, as much as that's
I got super sensitive eyes, man. I can't even open my eyes in water. Like, seriously, my eyes are, like, super sensitive.
Yeah, and, like, the sandpaper, while it would hurt, the eye drops, that's, like, that's permanent damage, man.
Yep.
All right, swim everywhere or listen to Nickelback for 12 hours each day for the rest of your life?
Wait, say that again?
Would you rather swim everywhere or listen to Nickelback for 12 hours each day for the rest of your life?
Swim everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm like a fish, man. I get in the pool, dude, I don't want to get out.
I think we're all swimming, yo. All right, this one's gonna suck, yo. Would you rather piss glass shards or cry glass shards?
Oh.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Holy shit, he's right.
Dude, how do you even fucking answer that?
You gotta
'Cause
choose
both
one.
Suck.
Gotta choose
like,
one.
legitimately suck.
Yeah, man. Joe, are you
I
all
guess
right
I'd
over
rather
there?
cry.
I'm just thinking about that,
shards
man.
than fist class shards.
You'd rather cry
That's for
shards.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. Man. Yeah, I think I'd go for cries coming out of my wiener, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, no.
All right. Would you rather freeze to death or burn to death?
Honestly, I kind of feel like they'd be one and the same. But if I really had to choose, I'd probably say burn to death because I think it'd be faster
Yeah, I would think that would be quicker.
than freezing to death.
All right, would you rather, I only got a couple more, two more, by the way.
Go for it.
Lick a smelly man's armpit or chew on his rotten toenail?
I'd rather lick his armpit.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm with you, man.
All right.
Yo, fuck feet. Feet suck.
And lastly, and perhaps the most important question of our entire interview, would you rather have a sawed-off shotgun or a flamethrower in a zombie apocalypse?
Flamethrower.
Fuck yeah.
Because the thing would last longer than the sawed-off shotgun.
Oh.
I mean, it depends on how much ammo you're giving me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, there you go, man. I want to just have a little fun, I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Some pretty fucked up questions, man.
Fucked up questions, Bob.
Meanwhile, you didn't know Bob was jerking off the whole time.
Oh, God, yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, Drew, dude, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight and talking with us, telling us about the Maddening process. Everyone should check you guys out, of course, on Facebook and Reverb and all those other fun places. And most importantly, live at the show. Doesn't say much. Doesn't say much if you've seen him on Facebook. Did you see him live at the show? You know?
Right.
I was there, I think.
You were there?
I think.
You might have been passed out.
No, I don't pass out. Drew, make sure you hit me up in the coming up weeks. We're gonna set something up.
Yeah, man, definitely, dude. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Real quick before I go.
Yeah, what's up?
A few people are asking me if I don't know this information, but if you could make sure people know how to listen into this. I don't know if you archive them, if people can go back and listen.
Yeah, absolutely. We not only do this live, of course, right now, here live on Official Fucking New Radio, but each and every week I put it up on YouTube, and I also provide you with a full detailed program of all the silly, fucked up things that we talk about. Because we got the news coming up. We got the news coming up next, and dude, I always find the most crazy, fucked up stories, and Joe helps.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get it on YouTube.
All right, cool. Well, you know what? Just make sure I get that info so I can pass it along, because I know there's a lot of people that were either working or were out that do want to listen to the interview tonight. So that'd be awesome.
The insanity that.
Dude. But seriously though, thank you for the flyers. Thank you for everything that you do in the scene, your support, dude. Official FM Radio, you're fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah, man! I appreciate that.
And I know we all really appreciate everything that you do, and you've done a lot for us, and we love you for that, man. Just want you to know that.
Greatly appreciated, my friend, and it's always a pleasure. Anytime, you're always welcome here on OFNR. And
right on.
And give my sister love, because you'll see her probably sooner than I'll see her.
Yeah, probably.
Drew, it's always a pleasure, my brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Be good, brother.
You guys have a good night. Joe, I'll talk to you soon, bro.
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
All right, later.
Later, man.
See, the sad thing is I don't have any other Maddening process to play.
No.
Well, he only sent me Grave. I have that 20-minute set, but I'm going to play that later.
Yeah, well, then Drew just sucks, because he should have sent more.
Well, hey, man, you take that up with him, personally.
Well, I'm gonna.
You do that. Now, meanwhile, Meanwhile, we're going to talk more about vaginal yogurt. Should we do that, or should we go to song? We should probably go to song, right?
Go to song, then we can go vag yogurt.
I have nothing really to say about it, so I just wanted to bring it up again. It's really disgusting.
It is fucking horrid, man.
I don't know what to fucking play, man. I've got so much music at my fingertips, and I don't know what. Do you got anything that on the top of your head, like independent, that you'd like to hear, man?
You know what? I was thinking maybe throw a Dead Wings track on since they'll be on the Metal Fest, and we've only gotten to play them the one time, I believe.
All right, I can do that. I can do that for you.
And then, since we've been, are we going 2 songs or 1?
Well, we should do a few. We should do a couple. I want to go have a smoke.
All right. Since we've been talking about Cyperna all night, might as well throw a Cyperna track on there. What else can we do?
Well, dude, I'm gonna pull out one from the archives. It's not really metal per se. You know.
Well, this is an indie show, so
yeah, we do rock and metal here. My friends from Boston, the Inevitable Zombie Apocalypse.
Cool.
Because we were talking about, shotgun or flamethrower.
Right, man.
Joe, which one would you rather have, a shotgun or the flamethrower? I should ask you these same fucked up questions.
Maybe
when we come back, I'm gonna ask you these same fucked up questions.
All right, cool.
So, all right, so we're gonna do some IZA. We're gonna do some Dead Wings. What else did you want to hear? Cyperna?
Yeah.
You want to infect people with Cyperna, you motherfucker?
I do. I think everybody should be infected.
I'm gonna do a live one.
All right.
I'm gonna do a live one because you know what? I like to do that.
And you should.
And yeah, it's an oldie but a goodie.
They're all goodies.
Fish Life and Radio. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked.
Stay here.
Knobs News Corner coming up next. The dumbest shit on the net, including vaginal yogurt.
Veg yogurt.
Aim for the head, motherfuckers. Aim for the head. Official FN Radio. Oh my god, there's zombies. Zombies.
This is Kevin MFK of Intercourse, and you've been listening to OFNR.
Don't get blood in my crop circle. That's a song we should do. I'm way too drunk to do this right now. We seem to have technical difficulties here. Someone is fucking my drummer up. I would think this is not good, but seeing as it's his birthday.
What's up? This is Josh, Danny, Dave, Seth,
and Nick.
And you're listening to When Freedom Dies. I'm Kyle.
I'm Zach.
I'm Adam. I'm Matt. And I'm Sean.
And we're To Ride a Riot.
Woo! Hey, it's Tanadra.
This is Steve from Oklahoma. This is Wheeler. This is Trent. And this is Brian. We're with Sextone.
Hey, this is Scott from Face for Radio.
Yo, what up? This is Ross Augusta from Dead by Wednesday.
This is Mike Modest from Dead by Wednesday.
Hi, what's up? This is Joe Morbidelli from Dead by Wednesday.
Hey, what up? This is Mike from Vagina, and you're listening to the best radio station on the internet, officialfnradio.com.
How's it going, metalheads? This is Michael from Infernal Opera.
Hey, this is Ronnie Kwan, owner of Dynamite Records.
This is Randall from the IGA.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Mike from Zero.
This is Michael Hunter.
Yo, this is Michael Gendron from Before the Fall.
This is Matt from Two-Fisted Law. This is Mark from Hypnagogia.
Hey, this is Maribel Blue from Kinky Magazine.
This is Mike.
This is Tony.
This is Joe. And this is Scott from Mad Organ.
We are locked together in hatred. My name is Jordan. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Sheridan. I'm the drummer. I'm Moya. I play bass.
I'm Jay. I'm the guitarist.
Word up, yo. This is Current from the 914, chilling in the 203 Waterbury official FM radio.
This is Joe from Worst Case Scenario.
Hey, everybody. This is Joe from Cursed by Reason.
Jesse Corby. I'm a guitar player and singer from Wings of Apollo.
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Joe from Biting Saints. This is Jay, Biting Saints. This is Ivan from Biting Saints.
What's up? This is Jason.
Master G. Dave.
We are I Kill Ya.
My name is Martin Alering from The Flow from Holland.
Hi, this is Eddie from Sick.
This is James Price Levis Jr.
Dennis Clark Torrance.
James Devereaux Jones IV. And you are listening to Human.
Derek with Jazz.
This is Eli Stover from the rock band 7 Sharp.
Yo, this is Derek Soto from Sinestro Studios all the way out of Manhattan, New York. This is Dave.
And this is Scotty the Body from Lost Legacy.
I'm Dave.
What?
Pete, we're Offensive Celerity.
Hey there, it's Cole Stevens, the Madman from Snake Eye 7.
Hey, this is Chris Walkie.
This is Chris from Pertinent, man.
Hi, we're the Cats for the Break.
Blastoma endorses this station.
This is Misery. This is Mike JT. This is Cynical. We're all from Behind World of Silence.
Hey, yo, this is ASAP in the place where you need to be. Official FN Radio.
Oh, man, this is Alakins from the Holy Rage UK metal band.
G'day, this is Matt Seberg, and you're listening to the official FN Radio. So much better than the other FN radio stations.
OfficialFNRadio.com. You've been on it, baby. I'm Swiss Cheese Krispies. And it's thunder and lightning out.
I'm Jasmine Jean, and I am with Blow Paste, and I am listening to OFNR Forever.
What's up, everybody?
What up?
Dude, that's a pretty massive fucking amount of ideas right there. What do you think?
Yeah, man.
That's pretty dope, right?
Do we ever do IDs for you?
I don't know. Maybe sometime in there. I'm sure there's got to be some. Dude, I've got so much shit. It's ridiculous. Yo,
I often wondered.
I think maybe we need to maybe make that happen.
Yeah, refresh something.
You know, you guys have a studio. There is no excuses.
No, there really isn't.
Anyway, you heard some Cyperta live. Don't get blood in my crop circle. Live from Cherry Street.
Yeah, the street of Cherry.
See, I love doing those live ones, dude, every now and again, throwing those in there. Because you're only going to get those from OFNR.
Exactly.
Because we have them. Because I was there.
You were.
You know?
That's the benefit of being you.
Absolutely. We also heard some Dead Wings with The Devil's Whisper from Jersey Way.
Bow down to Stinky State.
Stinky State. Then, of course, my good dear friends from Boston, the Inevitable Zombie Apocalypse, a.k.a. the IZA, with the song Aim for the Head.
That was a cool tune, man.
Right? It's fucking good shit, dude.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Indeed. So there you go. We're all caught up. Now, I guess we should do the news.
Yeah, it's looking about that time, brother.
All right. Well, I guess before we do the news, we should do our sponsors.
We should.
Because OFNR is proudly sponsored by the following companies: Blow Paste and Cold Cock Whiskey.
We are.
Don't let another blissful moment go to waste. Taste the magic of Blow Paste. So give that salty sausage a peppermint taste with the magic of Blow Paste. Freshen up the job before you turn out the lights. And get a pearl necklace to go with your pearly whites. If you want to make his day and put a smile on his face, taste the magic of Blow Paste.
Cold Cock Whiskey. Made with aged American bourbon and herbs like green tea, hibiscus, eucalyptus, ginger, ginkgo, and many more. Smooth taste. No whiskey burn. Take your shot. ColdCockWhiskey.com.
Fucking new radio.
It is time. Oh yes, it is time right now for Knobs News Corner.
Yes, indeed, it is time for the news. Brought to you in part each and every week by Blow Paste and Cold Cock Whiskey. And the goat.
Dude, I can't take that goat, man. I fucking lose it every time.
Dude, you suddenly got really fucking loud.
Really?
Wow. Whew.
That's weird.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, sure.
This is better for you.
All right, it's time for the news. Each and every week, we bring you real stories from real stupid motherfucking people.
And there are plenty of them.
Constantly stories that just, you know, make you say, huh? All right, starting out first. I smashed my wiener into a snowbank, Joe.
Why?
Well, an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile spun out of control Sunday and smashed into a pole along a roadway in Pennsylvania.
While I'll ask, why is your wiener out in the cold?
Driver of the sausage-shaped vehicle was battling wintry conditions along South Enola Road in East Pennsboro Township outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, when the Wienermobile skidded off the roadway and slammed into the pole. Crash caused a bunch of rubbernecking as passing motorists pulled over to take photos of the novel sight. A reporter of Harrisburg told the Sunday tweet, motherfucking tweet. Wienermobile's shattered windshield, and busted front end put it out of commission for the time being. So this motherfucker broke his wiener in the snow.
Broken snow wiener.
It happens.
It depends how much you drink, but it does happen.
All right, next story. The suspect is unarmed. I repeat, the suspect is unarmed. Well, technically, he's got one arm. After drunkenly crashing his vehicle, a Texas man fled the totaled vehicle, leaving behind his prosthetic arm. Juan Gutierrez, 23, was behind the wheel of a 2000 Toyota Camry that was traveling the wrong direction on a state highway in Corpus Christi when he lost control of the vehicle around 2:30 a.m. Gutierrez drove off the freeway between two overpass bridges and became airborne and dropped down to the street below. Toyota subsequently came to a halt after striking a bridge pillar, and police allege that Gutierrez is gotten out of the car and fled the accident scene on foot and left behind his 27-year-old male passenger who suffered minor injuries. So not only did he leave his arm, but he left his friend. The suspect is unarmed. I repeat, the suspect is unarmed.
Oh my God. It just gets near like Darwin Award shit sometimes.
It's so close. So close. Honorable mention for sure.
Most definitely.
All right, this next one kind of freaks me out a little bit. Motherfucking scorpions on the motherfucking plane.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
A scorpion stung a woman on the hand just before her flight from Los Angeles to Portland. Alaska Airlines spokesperson Coyle Cosgrove says Flight 567 was taxiing on the runway Saturday when the passenger was stung. He says the plane returned to the gate and the woman was checked by medics. Now, we have black box audio recordings of the pilot of that plane. This is your captain speaking. Somebody let out some scorpions, and there's one on my penis, which I guess I shouldn't have had out while flying, but I did, and I think the scorpion is gonna poke me in the penis, and yeah.
Well,
thank you for flying Scorpion Death Airwaves. So yeah, dude. You're on the fucking flight, and then you get stung by a scorpion. Like,
there truly is no safe place.
I mean, I know that's like a once in a million type of thing, but dude, come on.
Yeah, dude, I hear you. What are the fucking chances?
Well, at least it's like the pilot's not up in the air like, this is your captain speaking. I'm feeling kind of drowsy. No co-pilot and shit, and all of a sudden the plane's going down.
Yeah. Autopilot and helping with this shit.
This is your captain speaking. You are fucked. All right, moving on. He smoked the herb, so I torched the house. Chicago. A woman pleaded guilty Wednesday to setting a fire inside a West Suburban apartment last year because she was mad at her boyfriend for smoking all the marijuana.
Sounds like jealousy to me.
Linda Lopez, 35, of the 2800 block, pleaded guilty to residential arson, according to a statement from Riverside Police. She'd initially been charged with aggravated arson, but the charge was reduced because she didn't use matches, I guess. Well, that's what it doesn't say here, but, you know, I'm just making things up. Lopez was sentenced to 4 years in prison in order to pay $1,000 in restitution, and she's been living in the apartment in the 2900 block now for 2 weeks when she set the fire. So, yeah. Don't smoke up all this chick's herbs. She will fucking torture your shit.
Yeah. She says, fuck that shit.
You
Don't
smoke
my herb.
You smoke up all the ganja, man? You smoked it all good, man? I'm gonna burn the fucking house down, you asshole.
Unbelievable.
Totally believable because it happened.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
Next. Hammer, don't hurt him. Pennsylvania woman repeatedly bludgeoned her mother with a frying pan and hammer because she just wanted peace and quiet.
Whoa.
She pleaded guilty Thursday after the prosecutor agreed to drop attempted murder charges. Kimberly Jacobs, 47, called Northern York County Police after she hit her mother, Lenore Jacobs, in the head about 20 times with a pan, followed by a 4-pound hammer, but still failed to kill her.
Bitch wouldn't shut up.
The elder Jacobs, in the daughter's care for several years, was bleeding heavily and suffered. My daughter was trying to kill me because I was crying. She just kept hitting me, telling me to shut up. Jacobs confessed she planned to kill her mother, father, who was asleep, and then herself. So clearly this woman needs some assistance.
Yeah. Yeah. She's got a little, something going on there.
Well, something.
Yeah, I got 2 weird ones, man.
All right, well, I got this one, and then you do your 2 weird ones, and then I got the 7 cannibal things that some dude sent me that we've been trying to get to all night.
Absolutely.
All right,
Go for
so
it, sir.
my last story here on my show preparation is 50 Shades of Nuts. Valentine's Day didn't go so swimmingly for South Carolina couple Ryan Rucker and Michelle Smart. Actually, that's an understatement. Apparently, Rucker weren't in much of a lovemaking mood in the wee hours of St. Valentine's Day when he rejected the sexual advances of his live-in girlfriend. Needless to say, the 30-year-old woman was irritated by her beau's no-nookie stance. She sparked a violent argument between the now non-lovebirds. Though each person remembers the situation a little differently, Smart told officers that Rucker got physical with her, but not in a sexual way. Instead, he, after telling her no, Rucker allegedly punched and kicked Smart a couple times. And that's when Smart had a dumb idea and admitted to pulling a gun on Rucker and telling him that she would shoot him.
That bitch was horny.
Real fucking romantic, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The longer Smart spoke with officials, the more she changed her story, which caused the police to believe she was actually the primary aggressor. Rucker feared for his safety after having a gun pulled on him. Yeah, no shit. Probably had to change your diapers, too, because I know I would.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cops confiscated a Ruger handgun and 6 bullets from the residence and placed the items into evidence. Smart spent 8 years in custody before being bonded out in jail on Sunday afternoon. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, 8 hours. Sorry, 8 hours. So there you go. That's what I've got. Joe, what else you got?
All right. I'm calling this one a cry for sex.
Cry for sex. Bring out your sex.
A Florida woman called 911, coming onto the responding officer, asking him for sex.
Okay.
Maria Montes Carlon,
58,
called 911 pleading for sex. So they send an officer to her house. When the officer comes in, she starts fondling him. It later turns out the woman was excessively drunk and was very lonely and just wanted some loving. Which she still didn't get. So, here's my next one. And I'm calling this one Much Too Much. Here we go at Florida again. There's something in the water down there, I'm telling you.
No doubt.
This young Florida boy had to have penis reduction surgery.
Now, wait a minute.
It measured 10 inches around.
Whoa.
Not in length, but in width. It was 7 inches long with a circumference of 10 inches. Motherfucker. It never got hard or anything, or when it would become engorged, it never grew. But the boy was ashamed of his size and was complaining that women were afraid of him. At 17, I mean, I'm sure this is an issue that girls are just scared of your monster cock. So they trimmed him down, and he had some kind of weird sickle cell anemia, irregular blood cells that blocked the penile blood vessels, so his dick just kept growing. And
Alrighty then.
Yeah, and they cut him down, but the doctor says he is still quite manly. They did not give size, but what his final size was, but this poor 17-year-old kid's walking around with an elephant dick in his pants and is no longer doing that.
There's going to come a point when you forget about what happened, and you're going to want to come back at me. And you're going to want to wash the taste of my dick out of your mouth.
Dude, you can't even get that in your mouth. Well, there might be a couple chicks.
All right, that all you got? Because I got the 7 surprising facts about cannibalism.
Yes, I've been waiting for this all night.
Alrighty then. Some dude was gracious enough to give me a little story to share with you fine folk. Of course, some dude was on the air last night. For those that may have missed it, well, you missed it. Just happens that it just so happens that it happens. I mean, chaos is sporadic. You must tune in or miss it. All right. So, 7 things. And they don't do these in the backwards order, so I'm going to try to see if I can't do it myself. Okay, here we go. Number 7. Cannibalism was sometimes used as a medical treatment. There are many horrifying examples of cannibalism in Europe throughout history, but one of the most bizarre is that cannibalism was occasionally seen as a remedy. That's right. You're too fat, so I'm going to eat part of you. That'll get you to slim down. Now
It's going to get a lot more than that.
Dude, that's, they have this Biggest Loser contest, dude. Let's do that. If you don't lose a certain amount of weight, we get to eat you.
Gosh, any reason but that would have been acceptable.
So, check this out. In 1600s to 1800s, executioners had a side job that supplemented their income, which was selling leftover body parts as medicine. Human fat was sold as a remedy for broken bones, sprains, arthritis. Human fat was rubbed as balm, not eaten. However, sometimes the apothecaries regularly stocked fat, flesh, and bone. And examples of human skull being ground into fine powder and mixed with liquid to treat epilepsy. So there's a good time.
That's just with the side of fucking, what was it, that cream? The face cream.
All right, number 6. The Donner Party wasn't solely about cannibalism. When most people think of cannibalism in America, they probably think of the Donner Party. The famous travelers who resorted to practice when they were stuck in the snowy Sierra Nevada mountains in 1846. What's surprising, however, is contemporary accounts of the trip focus less on the lurid cannibalism and more on the breadth of the hardship the goddamn, party endured. And Donner Party historian Kristen Johnson notes that out of more than 300 newspaper articles about the Donner Party published in 1847, the most common headline was a variation of From California. A mere 7 headlines contained the word cannibalism. Good times.
Yeah.
And so there was some buried treasure as they were in the cannibalisms in the 1890s. Treasure's probably just a myth, but shows the story was considered far more complicated than it really needed to be. Seems like it. Okay, number 5. Cannibalism was practiced in colonial America. That's right. Historians suggest in 2013, archaeological studies revealed that they found evidence of cannibalism in colonial Jamestown, an indication of just how desperate colonial life had been. Specifically, they discovered markings of skulls of a 14-year-old girl that strongly indicated she'd been eaten by settlers during the difficult winter of 1609.
So I'm assuming they found, like, teeth marks on the skull.
Basically. Hey, man, does this chick's head look like it's been gnawed off, man?
Shit looks like an egg.
Probably tasted like egg.
Yeah. Brains.
Number 4. Cannibalistic rituals can be surprisingly complex. I would imagine so. One of the most predominant European accounts of cannibals appeared in Montague's late 1500s essay of Cannibals. As Montague recorded the captors taunted captives by entertaining them with threats of their coming death. I have a song composed by a prisoner which contains this challenge that they should all come boldly and gather to dine off of him, for they will be eating at the same time their own fathers and grandfathers who have served to feed and nourish his body. These muscles, this flesh, these veins are your own, poor fools that you are. Some sick shit here, guys.
Yeah, man, that's fucked up.
This is fucked. Number 3. Cannibalism was named after people who might not have been cannibals. A few basic questions about cannibalism are difficult for historians to answer. How many groups practice cannibalism? Where did it start? How common? Nobody seems to got the fucking answers, Joe. Nobody knows.
Yeah, because they're just not telling.
Spain accused the Caribbean tribe of ritualistically eating their enemies, but modern-day scholars have doubts that actually has ever happened. And some evidence that the Caribs used body parts as trophies, so cannibalism is a definite possibility. They still just don't have an answer.
Because they ate the evidence.
Number 2. Animals are mostly hardwired against cannibalism, but not always. A few years ago, Natalie Enger chronicled the tales of a cane toad and spider, a redback spider to be exact, that ate their own species. How could this be a good idea? Well, researchers proposed 3 motives. Practice speed up maturation of themselves, eliminate future rivals, and given a mother's reproductive cycle, most certainly unrelated, is exploiting an abundant resource others found toxic, so they basically ate the children to keep them from being mutants.
Well, fish do that all the time.
Yeah. And number 1, most surprising facts about cannibalism. Humans are most hardwired against cannibalism, but not always. There's a good biological reason why cannibalism is kind of taboo and really, really against the law. In virtually every culture, eating other humans can make you sick. Specifically, eating the brain of another human being can cause Kuru, a brain disease that's similar to mad cow disease. Kuru occurs because our brains contain prions that transmit the disease. Symptoms begin with trembling and end in death.
Oddly enough, that makes sense.
What's surprising, though, is that this isn't always the case. Anthropologists say that people in Papua New Guinea are known for cannibalism and up to the 1950s ate the bodies of relatives to cleanse their spirits.
Yeah, I was just going to say, cannibalism still exists in South America.
And over the last 200 years, 4 have also developed a genetic mutation that protects them from the prions that transmit Kuru, apparently. So they've evolved to not have the disease.
Which means you're eating a lot of people.
4 was adapting to cannibalism, while natural selection possibly playing a role in the reducing their their ability to get the goddamn disease. Scientists have been trying to study this further, but in recent decades, cannibalism has been declining among the 4 because of changing social mores and people getting all butthurt. Because,
thank you.
Because you're eating me. Wah, don't eat me. Wah, don't eat me.
Why are you chewing on my toes?
Wait, I kind of like that. Wait, go back.
Wait, up a little higher. To the left. It's when you think about just sitting down to like a plate with your best friend on it, like I can't fathom the concept of like eating a person. I mean, if I had to, I would. But just as like a, like a Friday night, snack, you're gnawing on some dude's femur. I don't know, man. It just goes back. There's a lot of fucked up people out there.
Yeah, seriously, man. Some seriously fucked up shit.
Yeah, man.
There's come a point when you forget about what happened, and you're gonna want to come back at me, and you're gonna want to wash the taste of my dick out of your mouth.
Oh, then all you need is blow paste.
All you need is blow. Paste it. All you need is blow. Paste blow paste and the lube. All right, man. Well, I think we have run just about out of time. 180 fucking minutes. Boom, like that.
Oh, done. Yeah.
Done. Had a great conversation with Drew.
Yes.
Good.
I'm glad we got him back.
Good fucking dude. Great fucking band. Take care of my sister, Ray. Seriously, man.
Thanks, Ray.
Be a good dude. No, he's good people, man. Spend some holidays with Ray. Seemed like a very nice guy. My sister seems very smitten with him, so.
Have they been together for a while?
For a short while.
So it's a blossoming love?
Blossoming love.
Are you going to have little madness babies?
Let's not think about that. It's my sister you're talking about.
You'd love it. You're the only one with kids, right?
Yeah, I do have two children. Yes, I do.
But no one else in your family has them, right? Like none of your other siblings?
Well, my older brother, his son is 18, so that doesn't count. And my sister is younger. She does not have any children.
How much older is your brother?
He's 5 years older.
Oh.
So he's really old.
Yeah, he's a fart. I mean, old.
Back in his day.
Back in his day when you were pedaling your car.
We walked uphill both ways on our hands because feet weren't even invented yet.
Oh, no, we had shoe feet.
We had shoe feet. Yeah, that's right.
Go along with my dick hat.
My dick hat, my shoe feet, my nipple gloves.
My nipple gloves.
My goddamn nipple. Gotta have the nipple gloves.
This shit break off in the cold weather.
Yeah, fuck the cold, man. I'm done with winter. Do you want me to do the fucking weather? It's cold.
Yeah, fucking really cold.
Fucking ridiculous.
You want the weather? Go the fuck outside.
Oh, dude, you know what we didn't do tonight? We're such dicks. We're such losers.
What?
We never fucking gave away the Chasm tickets.
Oh.
God damn it. We suck.
We do.
Fuck.
Well, we got rather involved with Drew. Fairly thrown off our game by the disconnect. I'm making excuses.
Well, shitballs. I mean, the show's not for another, while.
Yeah, it's a little over a month away, so we have next week.
So next week, somebody's got to win these goddamn tickets.
And we will have Brian on back.
Plain and simple. Yeah, and Brian seems to be able to help us with this. He's got connections to people that want free shit. We seem to have nobody who wants free shit in our network.
I don't know. My tickets got one last week.
That's true. But they were from Connecticut.
Well, that's a Connecticut show.
True.
If I had offered a Jersey show, I might have won them. Someone might have won them, but we did not offer.
We should offer Brian Almeida.
We should have a raffle to raffle him off.
Like, surprisingly, raffle him off at the Short Metal Madness show.
Yeah, like, he's got to be someone bitch for the night. He's got to load all the band's equipment.
He's the band bitch. He could be your band bitch.
He's got to get beers for everybody. Yeah, I think we should do this.
Unsuspecting to him. And I'm the MC, so I'll just be like, all right, so tonight, apparently...
Get out your tickets. We're raffling off Brian.
It's like a silent auction, too, you know?
Yeah.
Whoever puts up the most money wins.
How much would you pay for Brian? He comes with burritos.
Burritos. Taquitos.
Taquito Brian.
Another great night. Another great show. Thank you, Joe, so much for being on the air.
Thank you, sir.
Hanging out.
Yeah, man. It's always a great time with you.
Next week, we've got Steve Lewis of Big Hit Records.
Oh.
He's got a really awesome mentality about independent artists. Here, I'm going to bring it up here. Let me see if I can...
Can we get his cousin Huey, too?
Huey Lewis?
Sorry, bad joke.
Only if we go back in time.
I want my...
And I want my goddamn DeLorean. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Fucking hoverboards and shit.
Hoverboards.
Marty, we gotta go back.
Marty.
Doc, what's
we
up?
can't stop. We're going too fast. We gotta slow down first.
Dude, I hear they might be making another fucking Spaceballs.
Yeah, dude, if they make another Spaceballs...
I will fucking splooge, man. I will splooge myself.
Yeah, all they're waiting on is Rick Moranis because, you know, he retired from acting. And if he agrees to it, they're doing it. So everybody go out and find a way to contact Rick Moranis and tell him he has no choice. Or we're going to sit on his doorstep and chant until he does it.
So, dude, check this out. Big Hit Records. Big Hit Records was established September 28th, 2013 by Steve Lewis. Big Hit Records is an LLC. Mission is to let the whole world hear what is being created at Big Hit Records through other musicians, associates, through the help of the internet to develop a fan base so the music can live on through generations. Big Hit Records will be providing competitive prices for those who want experience the biggest hits coming at you. So they're a band and a record label that is actually really seems pretty sincere about trying to help the local artists, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, man. That's, you know, a band taking it next level.
Yeah, man. And it's really Steve Lewis, this one dude. And we're talking to him. He's from California. So
cool.
There. You know, because we don't, you know, I love Connecticut. I absolutely love Connecticut. But I also love the fact that OFNR is global.
Yeah.
It's one of the coolest things for me that, you know, doing this is the ability to talk to bands from all over the world. And
yeah.
while California is still in our, you know, country,
yeah,
it's still not in our area, you know?
Yeah, man. It's cool to be able to have that, you know, that reach.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So very cool. So, yeah, that's what we got going on. Thanks for everybody for tuning in, whether you're tuning in now live or on the YouTube link.
On the YouTube.
Also on OFNRforever.com each and every week. Check out Stagger, of course. Facebook.com/StaggerOfficial. And other places of ill repute and such. And anything else, Joe? You got any things you want to, any shout outs?
Nah, man. That's pretty much where I'm at. We're just leading up to Short Metal Madness on the 14th of the March.
March the 14th.
And, you know, that's pretty much, you know, where we're at right now. We're getting music ready and we're just, you know, we're fucking ready. I mean, we haven't played since like the beginning of November. So we're getting a little gitchy. And, you know, we just kind of want to explode out on everybody and bleh, and just really just, you know, man, we're just excited. I can't even put it into words how excited we are about this year. You know, it's a big step for us this year, so.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be fucking awesome. We got, you know, just 20 bands of just insanity. And just, you know, there's going to be some crazy shit going on. And I can't wait. You know, we put 9-10 months of work into this every year just to get it to, you know, where we want it. And still to this point, we're still coming up with new stuff to add into it right now as we speak. I mean, you know, it's like every day I go back and forth with the guys like, hey, what about this? Can we do that? Can we do this? And we're just always trying to, you know, it never ends with coming up with new ideas. And that's what's so cool. We can always expand on it.
Yeah, man.
So, and then I get to hang out with you, and I'm just fucking stoked.
Fuck yeah, can't wait.
Gonna get drunk.
Drunk. Gonna get staggered.
Yeah. You will. That is a promise.
Well, check it out. Before we go, I made a promise to a little lady, and I never break a promise to a little lady. Friend of ours here at OFNR, friend of yours out there in Connecticut land, Jesse from Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs, sent me an email saying that if we played the brand new Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs tracks, it would warm her cold, darkened heart from all the snow and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we could do that. Well, that's what we're going to end off with, a twofer. A twofer from Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs. And then, immediately following Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs' 2 songs, 26 minutes and 43 seconds of the Maddening process front to back from Cherry Street Station from 2014.
Killer.
Courtesy of Official Fucking New Radio. OFNR forever.
Jess, I hope your heart is warmed after this.
ColdCockWhiskey.com. CheekyChacha.com for your blow paste.
CheekyChacha.
And for Brian Almeida, who's not here this week, for Joe Stagger. Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Yes, always. Looking forward to next week already.
Yeah, man. Steve Lewis, Big Hit Records next week. Indy 180. Peace the fuck out.
Sweet. Good night, everybody. Fuck y'all.